Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me. We are live. We are waiting on the start of the Cleveland Browns versus the Seattle Seahawks. Pretty disappointing inactive list, in my opinion. The Browns have 30 players inactive for this game. Once they decided Deshaun Watson was going to start, it was pretty obvious they decided to bench the plan of playing the starters. If you watch me this week, you know I'm not a fan of that the Browns were benching starters and the lack of play that they've given these guys in the preseason. It's a disagreement in strategy. We'll see if it pays off for the Browns. If they get to week one healthy and they're executing at a high level, then who cares who played in the preseason? If we get to week one and the Browns aren't healthy, or, you know, even if they aren't healthy, I guess it's nothing you couldn't avoid. But if you get to week one and the team is executing at such a low level, you have to assume that this made a factor in it. You know, you just don't want to see it come down to that, especially when you have only 2 home games in your first stretch of 5 games. You want to win every home game possible. Now, the good thing for the Browns is that if you look at their first 5 games this season, it's hard to see a loss. You know, outside of maybe the Cowboys game, the Browns should be able to win every game that they play. But we'll see. We'll see. Give me 1 second, y'all. But yeah, we'll see if it works out for them. We'll see. It's a bold strategy. They're not the only team to ever do it, bench their starters and not play them in the preseason. And there's obviously a lot of people who are okay with that strategy. And I'm not saying it's a bad strategy. I'm just saying it's not one that I would love to do. We'll see what works out for the Browns in the long run here. That's so many fire TV remotes.
That right back position. Talk about Christian Haynes, the 3rd round pick out of UConn. This kid has been balling now. Coach Mike McDonald told us sometimes it looks unorthodox, but he makes his blocks happen. And then Anthony Bradford, this kid is a road grader.
All right. We're getting ready for kickoff here.
This competition should be going all season.
Speaking of unconventional microbes, you'll get into these new kickoffs here in the NFL this season, but they have provided some excitement for us in the first couple of weeks.
Absolutely.
The preseason, so the Seahawks.
All right, let's get it, Jameis. Deontay back there.
The preseason finale between the Hawks and Browns here in Seattle. And it's Foreman heading to his left, trying to get it back up to that 30-yard line, which is where the touchback will come out to with these new kickoff rules. And as a lot of kickoffs have done in this preseason, ends right around the 30. Brady Russell on the tackle for the Seahawks special teamers.
My guy, Brady Russell, there he is. One of the tight ends on this Seahawks team. This special teams presence is going to help him find a spot on this team.
Unfortunately, no Deshaun Watson tonight for the Browns. I know Browns fans not too happy about that, but hoping that he will be good to go for the regular season opener against the Cowboys in just a couple of weeks. So Jameis Winston getting the started game.
All right.
Headed to his left and barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Julian Love is safety on the tackle for the Seahawks.
Oh, Julian Love, I mean, this kid.
Zenter just doesn't get the push you want there. Free run at the corner to get him tackled there. There was something there, though.
In the box, making the tackle. Big time play by Julian Love.
So we're going to give him about a half a yard. So it's 2nd and 9.5. Keep it at 2nd and 10 here. Winston drops back to the gun.
All right.
Winston to his right, with behind his intended receiver, and good pass defense by guess who, Devin Witherspoon. We haven't seen Spoon yet this preseason other than celebrating with his teammates on the sideline. So good to see 21 out there making plays.
It's great to see Devin Witherspoon, and I've said it all training camp. This guy has the ability to be the defensive player of the year. Look at his.
All right, 3rd and 10 here.
This guy is literally turning it up all the time. Can't wait to see him finish.
This place known for its fans, the 12s. Happy to have their team back here at home for the first time this preseason. 3rd and 10.
You got it. You got it.
Winston has it deflected. And the pass falls incomplete. But
There's a flag.
in the back.
There's a flag. There you go. Drives extended.
In Winston's face, and you can see him pleading his case. Let's see what this is all about. Our referee tonight, Mike, is Clay Martin.
We're going to call it off.
Looks like they're talking it over. Don't know if it's roughing the passer. They're seeing if the pass got tipped. It definitely affects the call.
It looks like, if I'm good at reading hand signals, that might be the case.
Pass, personal foul, roughing the passer.
Good stuff.
Second player out of USC disagreeing vehemently with the call.
Yeah, most D linemen, most pass rushers, they don't agree with the referees when they say they're being too aggressive.
So we got Wyatt Teller out there, Ethan Posick, and DeJuan Jones. So the right side of the offensive line is the starting side of the offensive line.
It's 4 or 5 for 30 yards. So Dorian Thompson Robinson, Tyler Huntley in the quarterback room behind Deshaun Watson.
Winston has some unique celebrations.
Not about that.
Oh, Jameis.
Pass picked off, and it was Kobe Bryant, who already has 1 interception this preseason.
And remember, this is the Browns backups going against their starters. So
Beg your pardon, Tyrell Dodson, good catch there.
going to be on the Browns.
So far going back.
Yeah, it's going to be a low block
I
here.
knew that these blue jerseys were going to give us a little bit of a problem tonight. First time seeing these this preseason. That was Jerome Ford.
Yeah, Jerome Ford. Well, it looked like the offensive line.
Yeah, I don't know why he went and threw that to that second level to Elijah Moore. He had the flat open, and it was first down.
It's just a miscommunication between the back and the lineman. You see Tyler Dodson, he's like, I almost got you right there.
Okay, that makes more sense too. That it was a backer, not a corner.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, we have an injured Seahawk. I think that's Chenanoosu.
Yeah, that's not
Stepping things out.
a good sign right there. I think Coach Mike McDonald just told Chenna, your day is over, young man. We need you in a few weeks.
There's a big difference between him being out there last year.
Absolutely. Signed a big contract before last season, got injured. Now he's back. He's feeling healthy. They're going to need this young man to get after the quarterback. If this defense, Mike McDonald defense, wants to be what they want to be.
So Chenna is out. Number 58, Derek Hall, in for the first time tonight. First year head coach Mike McDonald's going to be calling all defensive plays tonight. We'll switch it off the first couple of weeks. Seahawks victorious week 1 down in LA against the Chargers. Fell 16-15 to the Titans last week in Tennessee. Winston running with it. He's just going to run out of bounds close to that 35-yard line.
2nd and 20.
Just nobody open downfield. Okay? I mean, talk about this secondary, this defense. These guys, first time coming out.
Let's get it to a 3rd and manageable here.
Devin Witherspoon just glued to his receiver. See, Artie Burns glued to his receiver. They were just...
So far, I think the Browns' offensive line, at least on the right side where you're seeing starters, is holding up quite nicely. Zach Zenter and Infetti are in, so you're just back up left side the entire line. And then they do have Elijah Moore out there. Got time.
For Winston, fires over the middle.
All right.
And that one almost
That gets it to 3rd and 10.
Line of scrimmage. Jordan Akins and the backup tight ends for Cleveland on the reception. Artie Burns in coverage.
It's really, crazy to see this defense how it's been so changed. I was here with Pete Carroll watching this team. They stayed in 3D coverage so much, just got so used to seeing that single high. And now seeing these guys playing Tampa 2, playing 2 deep defense, playing corners with 2 safeties high, and literally directing the offense where to throw the football was really good to see.
We're blitzing. Nope. Step up. Ah, you got sacked. And that was Zinter. Yeah, it was Zinter. Zinter got beat at left guard there. Again, not seeing the leaks where you wouldn't want them to be leaks. They didn't really test that right side. So they're really just putting pressure on the weak side of the Browns offensive line where they have the backups in. They're just trying to get some plays so they can get some momentum going into the season.
And it was good.
Yeah, they overloaded Zinter. He lost there. I mean, that's a rookie.
Derek Hall made Winston step up into that Jalen pressure. Right up by the Seahawks. D. Williams.
I see space.
Let's have some space. Send left. The undrafted.
Oh, there you go.
To about the 30-yard line. Had a big 40-plus kickoff return last week. And a nice punt return there.
All right. Yeah. Not bad considering the circumstances. I mean, it wasn't a great drive there. But we're probably going to see a quarter of Jameis. If they pull him out after one drive, if they pull out Jameis after one drive like they did earlier this year when they had the first preseason game of the year, I'm going to be annoyed. Like that's just a level of not playing in the preseason that's kind of borderline egregious at that point. Because like, why? Guys, it's the second team offense going against the Seattle Seahawks first team defense. Did you expect we just drive down the field? Like, let me, given that context, chat, what's the expectation there? What is the expectation there? Seriously, like, cut the bullshit. What's the expectation there? Tell me the expectation you would have for what? You got 3 starters on the offensive line and then Elijah Moore out there. Those are the only starters out there. It's not like any of your starters on the right side gave up any pressure. They held up fine. And with Elijah Moore, he's your third wide receiver. What is the expectation? What's the expectation? A touchdown. Seattle starting all their starters right now. You think we just gonna score a touchdown with 3 starters? That's delusional. That is straight up delusional. They ran the ball 1 time. What do you mean have 3 3-yard runs? Then why even play? Because you still want to put something out there. You got to play them. They mandate that you got to play these games. Like that's what that's why they playing. For it to get 3 yards, you're mad about 1 Jerome Ford carry? Come on, y'all. Like, please be for real.
DK Metcalf, Jackson Smith, and Jigba, Jake Bobo, Brady.
No JOK out there. Good pressure.
On the first play.
We got Za'Darius out there, Obo out there. He's in a rotation, not really a starter. Got Shelby out there. So 2 starters on the defensive line. I believe MJ's out there. I didn't see him in an inactive list, so he's probably out there. No starters at linebacker. And then probably Grant Delpit back there. And then Juan.
Jake Bobo going in motion, right to left. Kenny McIntosh, the starting running back. No Kenneth Walker, no Zach Charbonnet. And tonight's
good pressure. Get your hands up, Khalid. I mean, that's Khalid Felici on Jackson Smith and Jigba. Good catch. I mean, it's not even terrible coverage. It's just good check. good catch. I mean, it's slot fade. The Browns are in basic cover one, so that's an easy read there. That's the same thing that Jordan Hicks hit him on. Not Jordan Hicks, Jordan Love.
Catch, guys.
Great catch.
Amazing.
25 yards on the hookup between Geno and JSN, and just like that, the Seahawks offense is rolling. Up under center. Play action.
Get him. Oh, good play by Geno. Geno is so good under pressure, man. It's almost like you don't even want to pressure Geno Smith because he's just so good under pressure. Like, who makes this throw here? Who sees that?
Gets the ball out.
That was there the whole time. He only sees it when he gets pressure.
Randall Pitt providing the pressure, the strong safety for Cleveland.
But this is why you want Geno Smith to get some touches, to get some action during preseason.
Well, we saw him in camp and in those joint practices last week in Tennessee. He was open up once again with JSN. This time, little slant underneath. Gonna move the chains.
His offense looks explosive, and it looks like it's very efficient. With the general shit.
Damn, Juan almost got a hand on that.
Who's usually a guy that completes around 68 to 70% of his passes, very accurate with the football. Found Jackson Smith and Jigba right there.
The kid from Delpit once again, number 9 in white, has been everywhere on this first defensive possession for Cleveland. To the air once again, to the end zone.
No way, that's not an OPI. That's crazy.
What were you saying about that?
Who was that got caught on? Was that anybody important?
Explosive. Great play.
Oh, 28. Is that Justin Hardy?
I can't sit there and draw right now. My computer's a little messed up, but you can see Kenny McIntyre's motions to the top.
So no Martin Emerson in, huh? Yeah, that was what, Hardy? No.
One-on-one backside throw.
First play, incomplete. Through the loop.
Y'all are really tripping right now in the chat. The Browns have 30 players inactive. They said they were going to play the starters. They decided not to. For whatever reason, they aren't playing the starters. If this were the starters getting cooked like this, okay, I'd be worried. But this is number 39 getting cooked like this. Who cares? We're here to watch individual performances at this point, right? I want to see what individually somebody like Elijah Moore does. I want to see individually how Jerome Ford performs, how that right side of that offensive line. You got to pick and choose what's going to matter in a game where you're not starting a ton of starters. And you want to just see what are going to be the actual problems. Because Khalif Alisi getting burnt by Jackson Smith and Jigma, that's not really anything I'm worried about going into week one. Because Khalif Alisi might not even be on the team. So if he gets burnt in this preseason game, how does that have any projection on what I'm going to think about week one when he's not out there? Right? If it were Juan getting taken advantage of, if this were Zadarius Smith not getting pressure or Shelby Harris not being able to win a two-way go or something like that, then you would have something legitimate to be concerned about. If we get the ball on offense and Ethan Posick, Wyatt Teller, and DeJuan Jones can't hold together the right side of that line, now you got something to be concerned about. But when it's Zach Zinter giving up a sack, it's not a big deal. Zach Zinter's not expected to play very much this year, right? When it's, Jameis Winston not making a great decision throwing the football, you hope Jameis Winston doesn't play a single down this year. But even if he does, Jameis is a different player in the regular season. DK better beat Justin Hardy. Chat's delusional. Yeah, and what is the freaking expectation that Justin Hardy shut down DK Metcalf? Chat, are you serious? Is that the expectation that Justin Hardy, a special teamer, shuts down DK Metcalf? It would be more concerning if the Browns shut down the Seahawks because I'm like, damn, what is going on with Seattle? I'm not preaching to the choir. I see the comments. I see the chat. Some of y'all are legit in here panicking. Talk about week 1's done. What are you on? We are watching 10 players maybe that might do something week 1, and like half of them are special teamers.
What a way to start up.
So if you don't know how to watch, look, DK ain't even playing no more. So if you don't know how to watch a preseason game productively, please listen. I'm trying to tell you how to be productive about this experience instead of like fear porn.
62 yards, less than 2 minutes off the clock. This is James Pro-Show. We're going to kick out to about the 27.5 yards.
All right, we're rolling out the, yep. About a quarter then.
Second look at the Cleveland offense again. No Deshaun Watson tonight. The Browns coming off another playoff run last year, 11-6 on the season. So many awards. Kevin Stefanski, Coach of the Year. Myles Garrett, DPOY. Joe Flacco, the comeback player.
Hey, dog, who is?
Jim Schwartz, their DC.
Okay. I was about to say, who is Davis?
And 50 is that. Just in case you're wondering. Let's see what the Browns starters tonight.
We got to run down that right side now. We got to test it.
Still playing action all day to throw.
Good ball. Good ball, Jameis. And who caught that? Seti T. There we go. Nice. Good ball. That's a great ball there. Oh, my God, Jameis. That's crazy. Don't do that often. It's a bad decision. Just worked out. That's a horrible decision. Oh my God.
Quincy, Centric 7, of course, he's founded played in the NFL just a couple years ago.
Make a miss.
Jerome Ford, his running back.
Nice. Get ahead. There we go. This drive's going smoother.
DJ James, one of the two rookie corners.
I think they took their starters out, right? It was Mitchell, not Halasi. Now that is a little bit more concerning that it was Mitchell. No, Halasi got cooked in slot fade. That was Halasi. That was 25. Mitchell is 29. He's not the one that gave up the touchdown. No. So yeah, but Halasi gave up the slot fade in cover 1. Hey, that is beautiful. Did y'all see that? Oh my goodness. Now that, I like that. Where's Chad at? Where y'all at? That was nice. I expected better from prime Justin Harding. All right.
Limp off a little bit earlier. Burns doing it as well.
All right, Ford. You're checking.
Not applied to this place, is it? Doesn't mean that it's a preseason game. There's some movement before the snap.
False start. It's on the rookie. All right. I don't really care about that.
Team All-American, All-Big Ten, part of that national championship squad for the Wolverines last year.
You know how many times I've heard the fans get opposing teams to jump off side in the stadium?
How many times, Michael?
Prime example, play your second string in Madden against the CPU starters. This would be what you see. Perspective for the chat. Calm down.
Tired of hearing it.
I don't even think you need Madden to make sense of that. Like, you should know if you're not putting your starters against starters, the results arenn't going to be great. Open. Nice. All right. It's like 4.5. What, 2nd and 11 or 2nd and 10?
That Nehemiah Pritchard right there on the tackle. Little RPO action from Jameis Winston. Had a free.
Should have let it run. Should have let it run.
Getting the ball out of his hands. Nehemiah right there, keeping the receiver in bounds. Driving them backwards. It's good.
DJ James was there as well. Those are the two rookies at Auburn.
All right, we got 2 high look. Mitchell Payton got to catch that. Got to catch that.
Still play by
Got to get 3rd and 6 if you catch that. You got to catch that.
Dick Ryan on the tight end. He catches it. And then what you do as a defender, you get there. And
I know a lot of people want you to make the roster.
did a good job.
You got to catch stuff like that. It just sucks that the offense can't seem to get it going and give us something in the preseason. It means absolutely nothing for week 1. Yeah, I agree. We'll see.
3rd and 10. Quincy.
Big ball there to the 20. Nice. Is this against their ones?
Winston to Tillman. Remember the sticks once again.
There's Jameis Winston right there.
That Reek Willing, yeah, that's their ones. All the doom. This is very encouraging.
To his read.
Holy shit, this is their ones?
Underneath which pulled the underneath coverage up. And he was able to hit his receiver behind the linebackers. Kayvon Wallace with a nice tackle.
Going for 23 on the opening play of this drive.
Little end around. Yeah, Elijah Moore.
Ryan to get up.
Still booty butt cheeks on them and around. Stop doing it. Come on now.
Again.
Come on.
Good tackle by DJ.
We don't need no more of that.
Cleveland Browns trying to leverage the Seahawks defense.
I agree. I think Jerry Jeudy should be playing. I really do think he should be. I don't get why he's not out there.
And making the tackle. See right here, keeping his outside arm free right there, Kate. See how he kept the defender on his right arm, kept his left arm free.
Yeah, it's Kobe Bryant, Boykin.
John Radigan, Lance Boykin there as well. Seahawks kind of swarm to that.
Let's try to get to like 3rd and 6 here with the run. Get set, get set, get set, get set. Free run.
And Jordan Akins. And Spencer. This kid having a drive. James, 3rd, 4th time. Called his name already tonight.
Yeah, definitely having a job.
I live in Cowboys country. Hope we are ready for week 1.
Off the edge.
Hope they ready too.
And look at the acceleration to the tackle right there, keeping your helmet out of the play. DJ James, good tackle.
This one of those guys fighting for a spot. This extremely deep Seahawks secondary. Big 3rd down here for Cleveland. Winston, inside, close to the sticks. That's the 4th-year player out of Ole
Let's go for it.
Elijah Moore.
Let's go for it. What? We don't need to test this kicker.
This one.
Yeah, come on. Let's test our run game. See if we can get 2 with this.
It's tough to put hands on him. See Lance Boykin getting the tackle right there. But the pass rushers in Seattle, they're trying whatever they can to get after Jameis Winston. Jameis doing a great job of sitting in the pocket and getting the ball.
2 yards short from the running back for Cleveland. Austin pocket out.
You got 10. You got 10. You got it.
Winston to the end zone.
Ah, the out was there.
It's gonna be a turnover.
All right.
He was looking.
That was pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with that. Against their ones, you got 3 starters out there. I'm pretty damn happy with that. That's a good defense. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, I think if Watson were in there, I think the obvious difference is he wouldn't have thrown the corner route. I think he would have just ran it. The corner route wasn't a great bet there. I mean, he had a little bit of a step on him, but it wasn't a great bet there in that coverage. It was just he had to get rid of it. It was 4th and 2, and he didn't want to take a sack, so he just threw it. The out was there if he would have saw it earlier, but like Watson's not somebody who's going to see something super early. So I think Watson would have just been able to run it to get the 2 yards. But yeah, I'm fine with that. That was, look, what you wanted to see was to make sure that right side of that offensive line would hold up well when they're in 5-0 protection. They did. The left side didn't even hold up that bad, to be honest with you. They were able to get not chunk runs, but they were able to get the 3 to 4 yards that you want to see when they ran the ball. I'm very encouraged with that drive, knowing that was your second stringers going up against their first strings. They had Kobe Bryant in. They had Reek Woolen in. Like, how are you telling me that's not their starters? Y'all can't see, look, some of y'all want to freak out when the drive don't go well, but when the drive does, because it's backups versus starters, but when the backups do well versus the starters, y'all want to give them no props. Y'all just want to be mad. I can't do nothing with that. I can't do nothing with that. Winston had some good throws in there, really extended the drive, made some great decisions. I don't know if that was their first team D line, but it's whoever they put out there at the beginning. Oh, now they had 3 starters on D. I'm still encouraged. 3 starters on D, 3 starters on offense, and we were able to get the ball down the field. Yeah. That was encouraging.
It's a beautiful shot, Kay.
If anything more watching.
Okay, now y'all just being weird.
Finale between the Seahawks and Browns. So the Browns go 65 yards. As you mentioned, Seahawks defense, Ben, it didn't break. So now Sam Howell in charge of the offense. So Visca Chenault, the motion man, and gets it on the sweep. Visca hands the corner. And picks it good time, 6 yards on his first carry of the night before being pushed out by the former Seahawk, Devin Bush.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a huge night for Laviska Chenault. Against Sam Howell right there. Getting his first snaps this week. I think he's had a tremendous camp. He's done so much better with his decision making. The first time we talked to him this training camp, that was the first thing that came out of his mouth. He's like, guys, I have to be better at decision making. That's a big focus for this training camp. He's done just that.
He has been great through the first couple.
Get some pressure here, Oko.
41, 283 yards, pitch play.
There you go. Good job. What's that? Justin Hardy. Good job. Way to fit. Way to fit. Way to fit. What's the flag? That can't be on us. It's got to be a hole.
Usually when the ball goes outside and flags happen,
Get it back.
it's holding somewhere.
And that was a TFL. We might just want to just decline it.
It's preseason for the refs too, Kay.
It is.
For you guys. Offense number 66.
No way, Clay.
Kelly will be enforced half the distance to the goal.
Oh, he
We
just
play second down.
gotta roll with it sometimes.
He didn't even crack a smile.
It's great. And for you all on this side of the stadium. So McClendon Curtis is the guilty party. So the Seahawks starting offensive line for that great first drive. Geno Smith finding DK Metcalf from 21 yards out.
All right.
It appears that a number of the starters, unfortunately, for the Seahawks,
Get some pressure on him.
it's done for the night.
Is Z still in there? I think that's Z on the other side.
Came right down the field and scored. They protected their field.
Now plays it down.
Nah. There you go.
And hold on to it.
There you go.
Run it out of bounds, close to the 10-yard line.
Way to get pressure. Way to stick with it. Shoot your angles. Get him off the field here.
283 yards, 2 touchdowns.
You're going to need the D-line to hold up pressure-wise.
Because he's made decisions like that. Hasn't been.
Secondary going to have to be a little bit smarter. Make sure they don't attack the first thing they see. They're going to try to hit you with just something short.
Well, I think a big difference with being on this Seahawks team is
Get that pressure, though.
probably won't be always, if he does come.
As much as I don't want to see Winston because it means Watson is out, giving him Amari Cooper to throw to could actually be something if he has to play. Yeah, I think
They're
so.
always battling from behind.
Looking for the risk.
Good pressure. All right, cool. I mean, that's pretty much it, what you're going to see from the first team-ish defense. And they were going up one drive against the starters, one drive against the backups. In a more fair fight, they got a 3 and out. So, yeah, I'm fine with that. Pretty happy with that.
Right there, just seeing what's going on.
No way they're going for that, right?
And then you come back and you got to go on special teams.
It's gotta be a punt.
It's preseason week 3.
And that's how he's trying to make this football team.
Absolutely.
Being one of those Swiss Army knives, trying to do a little bit of everything. He's in the conversation for that 5 or 6.
Hey,
depending on how.
hey, Cam. Hey, Cam, wait to win on the gun. You're going to be able to return that now. Good job. That was 29. Look at, was that 29 on the gun? 29 or 49. One of them was doing a hell of a job pressing on the outside.
Nothing Seahawks.
All right, CTG Cement. I like what I saw from Z in the O-line and the safeties. Yeah, I think if you're the Browns, you're pretty happy with what you got out of the starters that did play in this one. And you're happy also that you got out of it. You're probably done. Like, we'll see if they pull out Jameis again. I doubt it. I think we're probably going to see DTR now. But you're pretty happy if that's the case, that you got out of here and nothing to the right side of the offensive line happened from an injury perspective. And, you know, you got out of 2 drives for the defense and you're not hurt. And, you know, what you saw was encouraging on 1 drive from the offense. And I thought pretty encouraging on another drive from the defense. You're fine with the work that you got here. And if you want to call it a day for those guys and then put in the regular preseason crew, then I think that'd be all right. Think you're happy with the work that you got here? Yeah, DTR in there. Yep. They got DeJuan Jones still out there at right tackle. That's interesting. So is DeJuan Jones still a starter at right tackle? Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm good. Jamari Thrash gets more separation than a marriage after 10 years. Screw Dallas, dogs by a million, Super Bowl, Super Browns. Well, it is 10 o'clock. The liquor must be flowing. Whew. You excited. Love that, though. Love that energy. Love that energy.
A boys trip here or something. Throw a party in a suite. I would do that any day of the
I
week.
feel like you might know some people.
I can make some calls.
Might get you a discount. Michael Robinson, King Scott with you here. Michael Bennett is going to be joining us in just a bit, so consider yourself warned.
Yes.
We've seen a lot of action the first couple of
Okay, no, DeJuan Jones is not out there. Okay, no, he is.
The most popular receiver so far in orange and white, Cedric Tillman making the connection there. There's DTR, second-year player out of UCLA. Last week, 13 for 17, 126 yards. Did throw a pick, but he's only such a mature guy because he felt like 8 years at UCLA. I know we both covered him while he was here. But he said, that was my bad. I was trying to force it. But he's
Dog, could you consider if this were like a regular season game and you were like doing a tailgate before this? It'd be insane.
Threw him out there one game without a lot of preparation, but he's always handled the moment.
Get north. That screen was bad. I'm not going to blame that on Foreman. I think that screen was just... You only got Nick Harris out there. Who got caught up? Who was supposed to release? Okay, Zinter. Somebody was supposed to release, didn't release, because you usually want to have 3 out there. I got to think Zinter was supposed to release and he didn't. Yeah, the Thrash been 7-11 so far, open all day. I love that. Hey, you've seen good stuff from the young wide receivers in this camp so far. I thought David Bell had a good preseason game when he played. Cedric Tillman, when he's been out there, has been impressive. And same thing with Jamari Thrash. Good ball. Good ball. There it is. All right, the whole operation is looking a lot smoother, even from the third team here, which is an encouraging thing. You know, it's kind of reflective of what you hope would be the case. Did he fumble that?
Backing the football with.
All right, Jamari, got to work on that. As long as Kevin is head coach, we are just gonna have to accept no starters in the thing is, Kevin played starters in the preseason every other year other than 2020 when there was no preseason. So, like, I don't even think that's true. I just think they're super paranoid after what happened last year. And maybe this starts a new trend, depending on how this season goes, where they just don't play starters in the preseason. If they get away with it, they'll just, like, keep doing it. But Yeah, usually Kev plays his starters like 2 times. He plays them for like a quarter in the first preseason game, none in the second preseason game, and then like well, not a quarter, a drive or two in the first preseason game, and then like nothing in the second one because it's joint practice, and then he gives his guys about a quarter of work in the third one. But he usually is pretty keen on giving the starters a week of full contact work, whether it be joint practice or training or preseason. This year, he's done just the joint practice part of it, which is a bit of a different approach for even Kevin Stefanski. So I don't think this is how Kevin operates thing. I think this is very new. This is not how they operated in 2021. They played Baker Mayfield for almost a whole half in 2021 versus the Atlanta Falcons. So I don't think this is how they operate. I just think this is a reaction to all the injuries that they had last year, and they desperately want to make sure that they don't get injured to that level again, and they feel like lowering risk in the preseason is a way to achieve that. We'll see if that's a successful strategy. You know, there's a bunch of ways to look at it, and I've told you where I stand on it. I don't really love it. I don't think it's a great idea, but we'll see if it works out. You know, just because I don't think it's a good idea doesn't mean that's law.
You're in a row of Seahawks Thrash. Play today for your chance to win $50,000 for Legends Weekend Game Day Experience with Cam Chancellor and Richard Sherman.
It's funny, Coach McDonald told us this week, he said when he first met Cam Chancellor, he's like, oh my goodness, this is the biggest defender I've ever seen in my life.
And oh my goodness.
All right, DTR.
Here in Seattle. And off to Deontay.
Like that we're getting consistent 3-4 yard gashes. Is he hurt? Please don't be hurt.
This week since night is done. The Heat's tonight for 63 yards on the first series, and we don't want to see that for either team here tonight. That's Foreman. We had a couple of Seahawks limp off. Shannon, do you feel?
I'm a bit puzzled by Jordan Hicks not getting any run. He's been injured all camp. That's why he's been injured. I think he played a little bit during joint practice, but he's been injured. I think he got injured in joint practice. Also, like, to be fair, Jordan Hicks is like 32. So he might be in that age range where they don't think playing him in the preseason has any benefit. Yeah, I think he got the wind knocked out of him. That's what it looks like to me, because it's not like he got hit low or he's grabbing anything. Look like he's just got the wind knocked out of him. I think he's fine. But if he got the wind knocked out of him, that's it for him for today, which is fine with me. Q, remember to have fun. The majority of fans are dumb. I'm not going to say that. I don't think the majority of fans are dumb. And I don't get frustrated because I think the fans are dumb. I get frustrated because I think the fans are capable of not being so reactionary to things and just thinking about it. And sometimes I'm being reactionary to their reaction. But ultimately, the goal is I want y'all to see a clearer picture of where the team actually is so we can have a conversation about where they're at. And for that to happen, I can't believe or can't assume that a good chunk of the fan base is just dumb. I don't think that. You know, I think people think things or react to things. And when you react to things, it's probably going to be your worst opinion that you have on that thing because you're literally going in it and having an opinion with the least information you'll ever have on whatever it is that just happened. But what I do hope is that you can be talked out of your reaction being your opinion, right? Like that you're capable of taking in more information, more context to have a better view and picture of what actually is going on. So you're not freaking out over nothing. Again, I don't think we should just assume that everybody who sees it differently or reacts differently is stupid. You know, I don't think that was your intention or anything like that. It's just, I got to be very careful. I don't think people are stupid. I think there are people who don't know as much about certain things in some areas and they have potential to learn more. But I think it's very dangerous to go in and just start assuming that people who don't get it are dumb. Sometimes it just hasn't been explained properly to people. And sometimes the reaction to them not getting it down can be so hostile that they're going to be hostile to any correction on any reaction they have. So, you know, I'm not perfect on it at all. I'm not trying to act like I am, but I try to work on it every day where I try to just, you know, 'cause sometimes when you know better, you can have a bad reaction to certain things. And even if you're right, you can come off like an asshole and nobody's going to listen to you if they think you're an asshole.
See what they can do here, guys. DTR to the right side. And,
Gotta calm down when you get pressured, DTR. Just spend a whole week having Myles Garrett sprint at you or something. Slow your feet down, relax. You got more time than you think. You know, you don't got a ton of time, but you got enough time to set your feet, take a breath, and throw the fucking ball.
He said 12. I was like, Mike, what are you saying? Well, I get what he's saying. He's saying 11 guys on the field. If you add one to all 11, they all carrying .19 or something like that. Yeah, you do the math.
all right, that's enough math from you two. The math here is that the Browns have gone empty. 5 wide for DTR.
Oh,
There was movement before the snap. Probably a free play for Cleveland. And they get the first down regardless. Jamari Thrash, who has one of my favorite names in the NFL, even though he's a rookie.
Yeah, look.
I like this Thrash kid. This Thrash kid's pretty good. We're John Gruden voice. This Thrash guy, man, he's pretty good, man. Hey, this Jamari Thrash gets the ball, and he just goes north, man. That's a football player right there.
Just can't do.
All right, no more John Gruden impression for the rest of the season.
Injury tent.
Let's see.
Anyone injured.
Nobody hurt today.
Rookie running back, Aiden Robbins. First play of the night. He's number 49 on the left hip. Off Thompson Robinson. Down at the line. See who got a pawn, and I believe that was Mike
Why is
Morris,
that on?
second-year player out of Michigan. Nelson.
Ah, shit. Figuring out a new system here.
Nehemiah Pritchett taking down Thrash. Third down coming up.
Nehemiah Pritchett has done a great job tackling today. You see DJ James with some pressure off the edge right there, but Nehemiah, with a blocker that was responsible for him, goes up underneath and makes a great tackle.
Kobe Bryant there as well. Seahawks defense standing strong here. Third and 10.
With these pass rushes, you get to the quarterback, might be.
Thompson Robinson, who's intended receiver, and incomplete. He's just
Sometimes with DTR, one of the things I see far too often, he just rushes a little bit. He's just gotta, if he can slow his clock down just a little bit, right? Because it's good that he gets rid of the ball quickly, but he's not getting rid of the ball quickly with control. And that's the problem. He has to, if he wants to move that fast, really get better at getting his feet to go with him that fast. If that's not possible, he has to just slow down a little bit. He's going way too fast sometimes. And that's leading him to throw some sloppy balls in some really critical situations, because when it comes up is in those third down moments or when he gets pressured. And I think he makes okay decisions in those moments. I think the issue is that he rushes himself far too often. This was a criticism of his that he had in UCLA. one of the things that was really encouraging about his preseason last year is that he did work on that, and it looked like he had made progress. Now we're back here this second preseason. It seems like that's popping up again. He needs to find his calm in these spots. He's rushing. He doesn't need to rush. He can make the throw. He has a strong enough arm where if he's a little late, it's fine. You know, he's just pressing. He needs to relax a little bit, right? He's trying to move way too fast. Way too fast. He's trying to move way too fast. So that's what I would work on if I'm DTR, right? The pressure stuff isn't great. And when you get in those moments where you really want to get rid of the ball quickly because you think there's going to be a rush coming, yeah, quick, but still in control. He's not in control when he's trying to move quick. And he has to figure that out for himself. Because the throw he wanted was there. He could have had it. And it might have converted. But he was moving way too fast. That ball ended up being rushed. He overexerts. That ball spins left on him. It comes off about 2 feet off. And now it's not in a position where even if he does catch it, it's going to be any kind of significant production. So for the rest of this half, I would like to see DTR make some progress there. Q, talk more about Thrash intangibles with the John Gruden. Oh, he's just a football player, man. Jamari Thrash is a guy who likes to play. He just likes to thrash at the ball. But, yeah, no, Jamari Thrash, for real, I like him. Smart player. Really smart player. I liked him in the draft. I was a big fan of him at the Senior Bowl. I remember saying, yeah, this could be somebody the Browns get in the 3rd, 4th round. And I'm happy they got him in the 5th. So you ain't going to hear me complain about Jamari Thrash. I think he showed you good stuff. I think Cedric Tillman showed you good stuff. The question with Cedric Tillman, though, is that D-Hop? Oh, that's D-Hop out there. Okay. I thought they were just throwing out the backup kicker. That's why I didn't care if they kicked the field goal or not.
The season finale for both the Browns and the Hawks. Cleveland 0-2 so far this preseason. Seahawks 1-1 for the first couple of weeks. Rose with it. Undrafted free agent out of Tennessee. Good tackle there, taking down just as he crossed the 25-yard line. That's the big question as we get into the regular.
All right, man. The real victory here, got out healthy. I think the Deontay Foreman thing is going to come out pretty clean. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him. We'll see what the report is. Hopefully it's nothing crazy. He didn't seem like he was in pain when he left the field.
At 30, but I can't overlook the fact Sam Kamara is number 92. Okay? That's a defensive tackle running down on kickoff. Okay? That's a first. That does not happen in the National Football League.
Well, now, quarterback here for the Seahawks, connecting with the preseason favorite last year. They'll earn themselves a spot on the 53, and still loving them in year 2. Jake.
How old is D-Hop? I'm going to just throw a Hail Mary here. Alexa, how old is Dustin Hopkins?
Dustin Hoffman is 87 years old.
Well, Alexa says he's 87 and his name's Dustin Hoffman. So that's the age.
Have yet to rush the football tonight. They did have one running play, but it's called back to no penalty. All
right, Mary Kay's put out Deontay Foreman ribs returned questionable. If his return is questionable, it's not a serious injury. It's minor. If his return is questionable in a preseason game, he fine.
Get him going and get him running like when we had Percy Harvin, they did that. That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. I mean, a guy that you could just put the ball in his hands. He has elite speed, and he's a tough tackle for those defensive backs on the back end.
He's done a little bit of everything in the first couple of weeks for the Seahawks. Caught a couple of balls, won a couple of jet swings.
So kick off.
Plus you kickoff return. Kenny McIntosh.
Woo. And Devin Bush should not make the team unless he is a god at special teams. What the was he doing? Where was he at? That is his gap. Okay, that's not his gap. That's 41's gap. Okay. Either way, it's bad. Okay. Oh, God. 31. Good Lord. That's tough, man, because, like, that could be that one guy's time suiting up in an NFL game, and then that happens to him. It's tough. That's tough. That is tough. Yeah, man, the Browns' third and fourth string, they're not great. Oh, it is a PJ Walker revenge game. I forgot about that.
So when you buy one,
Nah, McIntosh made a good play. He got to the right hole, cut it up, got north at the right. McIntosh been having a good stop. Don't sleep on McIntosh now. Hey, see, if we have Seahawks fans in the chat, y'all got to tell them about Kenny. I've been watching. Kenny McIntosh been eating in the preseason. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. That ain't no slouch. Kenny McIntosh gonna make plays for the Seahawks during the year. Don't sleep. Right? Fans just you're right. Fans are just fans that make sports fun. I have 2 Cowboy fans and friends that want to win and rub it in my face. I miss Tony on AFC North Talk. Everybody misses Tony on AFC North Talk, man. Tony was a hell of a talent. He's super difficult to find a replacement for it. I think, the guys that we have had fill in have done a good job of making it their own. But, Tony was a great voice to have here. Me and him had awesome chemistry. And, yeah, I miss him too on AFC North Talk.
There's not a better feeling in the world when you would just.
Hey, but no, real talk though. Kenny McIntosh, don't sleep. He's good. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. Yeah, 31 got to go. All that shit is true. Devin Bush and whoever 41 was that was supposed to run fit and C-gap. Yeah, all that's true. All that's true. I agree. Yes. Bad run defense by the fourth string team. Also, Kenny McIntosh, pretty solid.
drive of this preseason Flip April, and you've got him now. Take it away.
Gino, now that first drive looked amazing. Tell us a little bit about that drive.
Yeah, it was good to be back home. Good to be back home. Give the fans a little bit of what we've been working on. Also, more what's to come. So, yeah, man, we went down the field. Was able to hit DK Metcalf for a touchdown. Got the crowd rocking. That was awesome.
What excites you about this offense, man?
Just the number of weapons that we have, the continuity that we have, not playing together for 3 years. We added some guys on the offensive line. We got some new coaches, some new plays, a new scheme, and we got the right players, man. We got the right guys around here.
Now, for all those people that are doubting the Seahawks, tell them why they should be looking forward to what y'all got to present.
It's amazing they're still writing us off, ain't it? But you already know how we do it, man. We ain't writing back, man. We're going to keep working. We're going to keep putting our best foot forward. And when it's time to show up, we're going to show out.
Thanks. Back to you guys.
Man, got confidence. You see that? You see that? Over here, fist pumping the whole
I wish we had a booth cam. Mike Robb and Michael Bennett just fist bumping next to me.
Super happy for Geno Smith again, a guy that, we all remember him waiting in the draft room, waiting for him to get drafted, in the second round.
Aiden Robbins, get loose. Damn.
Rounder.
Oh, if he was just a hair faster, that would have been a huge play.
And up to rookie at BYU, Aiden Robbins to the Browns.
I like what they're getting out the run game today.
Because a number of guys might be worth playing tonight. Deontay Foreman, questionable to return with a rib injury, so they're down now for the Seahawks defense.
This is my favorite down.
I know.
It's perfect. But it's perfect. Opportunity to get to the quarterback. And when you're hungry, you're going to try to eat. Oh, I like that.
Let's see, Seahawks defense looking hungry. Nice 37. William Thompson Robinson, the quarterback for Cleveland. Coming DTR.
Oh, damn, he hung on to that.
Boykin with a hit stick tackle there.
This is
Respect to Michael Woods.
it.
I would have loved to have Tony on AFC North Talk for the Ayuk saga. Oh, man, it would have been classic content.
Looks like it might be going against the Seahawks, guys.
That's a first down. That's a first down.
Yeah, it might be going against Seahawks.
You tackled him too hard. First down, baby. Let's get it.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting, Seattle,
Mm.
18.
You can't knock a man's soul out his chest and then drag your nuts over him. That's just disrespectful. First down. Let's get it.
Right towards disqualification. Yeah, these
Oh.
are plays, routine plays.
Oh.
You get an opportunity to make a big play in the
Oh.
preseason.
Hey, hung on though, Mike. Hung on. You still got the ball, ho. You still got the ball. Yeah. Talking all that. The ball ain't even out. That's a completion. Yeah. That's why you hang on to the ball. Uh-oh. 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 Big one. There it is. Jamari Thrash has caught an 80-yard touchdown. The vibes are back. The vibes are back. The vibes are back. Party in the chat, y'all. Party in the chat. Party in the chat. The vibes are here.
Yeah,
We're here.
Not only did it quiet the crowd, it quieted me mid-sentence. Oh my goodness, look at this throw right here. Little waggle action. And it's kind of like a throwback, half roll throw back to the middle of the field. Looks like the safeties didn't rotate and stay back. See DTR right here. It's a little bit of a, what y'all call that on the D-line? He just touched him a little bit. Nudge. Yeah. It's better when you hit it before you throw it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
46 yards.
Yeah. We're back. We're back. How vibe check, chat. How we feeling? How we feeling, chat? I know y'all had some. Are the vibes good? Are the vibes good? The vibes are nice. Okay, I see chat is having a good time. Chat is finally having a good time. We are back. The vibes are up.
Defensive backs around him, there had to be, something in the coverage. And also, this is why it's so important to get off the field on third down. You give another explosive another opportunity, right? Because now you go from making a big play to.
Hey, DTR is killing this not being able to throw the ball deep narrative that I have been a part of pushing. He's really doing it. He's really doing it. Okay, DTR. That gets me excited. Look look, this is my point with DTR. Look at what he's capable of when he is comfortable. He sets his feet and he throws the ball with confidence with his feet underneath him. Look at what he's capable of. If he just figures out how to do that in pressure situations, in third and fourth down, he's going to be all right.
And because you're trying to make a play, and sometimes when we're trying to make the play, you make mistakes.
Williams trying to make a play here. A number of yards even in the end zone. Get it back out to the. It's across the 25. So unfortunately, the touchback would have been Chris Edmonds. the rookie on special teams for the tackle for Cleveland. So how come Sam Howell once again? Let's see how
That's all we needed. The vibes are back. The vibes are back. The vibes are back, man.
And personally, I want to see when they do run the football, the surge from this offensive line. There's a lot of young players, backup players that are on that offensive line right now, fighting for roster spots. You know you're going to run the football. It's the third preseason game. You want this offensive line and this line of scrimmage to completely move up the field at least 2 or 3 yards.
Okay, McIntosh has made his case on tonight. So this is George Hilani now in at running back. Howell carrying it out to the sideline.
Oh, Lord. It's a Big 12 game. Oh, it's coming back. It's coming back 10 yards. It's nasty. Ray Rag says starters, Super Bowl, baby. And am I doing this right, chat? Oh.
Eliminates a big
Oh.
touchdown.
That's tough.
Christian Hayes right there. There he is, just fighting.
Hey, who was that forced that hold, though? Who was that forced that hold, though? That wasn't Mike Hall.
That is an effort fight, meaning that just happens, man. He's fighting with the defensive tackle. The guy spins, he falls down, and you get called for holding. But that's an effort foul. That's not one of those like a pushing a foul where it was premeditated.
On the design run.
Oh, well, that's a personal foul, right?
Yeah, I saw the referee point at his shoulder and say this was a shoulder hit. I wasn't talking about the shoulder hit. What about the hit on the quarterback sliding? But I think they deemed Sam already starting to slide before the defender started to tackle him. He could have said anywhere shit right in front of the guy.
What an emotional couple of plays here. 73-yard touchdown called back because of the holds. Howard firing move would have been on an Esop Winston Jr. Did he hold
They
on?
didn't say he held on.
Flag that comes in.
What's the flag?
Well, the temperature is beautiful.
Oluwatimi. Is that my guy there at center?
Big hits are coming. More guys are coming into the football field. This might have been a hit to the top, hit to the head.
Was it a hit to the head?
Yeah, that's what they're discussing right now.
I don't think it was.
Esop Winston Jr. had a beautiful 23-yard touchdown reception last week in Tennessee.
Also, I'm going to just let y'all know. After Jamari Thrash catches a 55.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense number 59. The pass was incomplete. It'll be 15 yards at the previous spot. On that first down.
All right, Winston. Yeah, let me tell you something right now. After Jamari Thrash catches a 45-yard bomb or a touchdown, ain't nobody going to care about nothing that happened in the rest of this game. The Browns won. I don't care what the score is. Browns won.
Which the work that you put in the summer every single day.
No, that's yeah. That's you can't do that. He's lucky he didn't get a point towards ejection. That you can't do that. You can't put.
You're looking like it's my turn.
He's a defensive receiver. Like if he were a runner, that would be legal. But when he's a receiver, still trying to catch the ball, you can't do that. You can't.
Consistent in play call, consistent in lining up, and doing the job. Blake was saying right there.
He's starting to fall here in Seattle. And they're discussing if he's been ejected or not, and it appears, unfortunately for Winston Reed,
Okay, he did get injected.
in the case and kept.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't hit to the head when he's a defenseless receiver. You can't. My wife Arena wants to know how you think Thrash may be the real deal. We love you, Q. Been hell of a ride. We're happy we chosen the chosen one by Cleveland for. Okay, we're happy you're the chosen one by the Cleveland for the Cleveland. I don't know if I'm the chosen one, but I appreciate your viewership. How wants to know if you think Thrash may be the real. Yeah, I think Thrash is good. Now, how good? We'll find out. Right now, I think his ceiling is like a really strong rotational receiver, kind of like a Willie Snead or something like that. But he might prove to break through that ceiling in the future. But I liked him. I liked him in the Senior Bowl when I saw him. I liked the pick when the Browns drafted. He was my favorite pick that the Browns had in that draft. For the value, especially. Rex here says, just got off work, heard Thrash had a great touchdown. What matches tomorrow are you? Oh, what matches am I excited about for All In? You know, I haven't really been able to look at the card. I've been so focused on football stuff, I haven't been able to watch wrestling lately. So I'm just going to kind of tune in and see what happens.
First year OC, looking to see Seahawks. Taking out for the line at that time. Slide down without too much contact. Gets it out close to the 40-yard line.
What a weird drive, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, Winston got ejected. That makes sense.
Middle of the field.
Now, that is true, Mark, Miami Mac. That is true. Would have been a clean hit in 2006. And there are some incidents that have happened with former players since 2006 that make us make things like that illegal. But it would have absolutely been a clean hit in 2006.
George Alani can catch the football out of the backfield. You see the blitz is coming off the edge. Sam Howell does a good job of just getting the ball out of his hands. Oftentimes, young quarterbacks think that, you know, when a blitz comes, I gotta beat him downfield. I gotta throw this ball deep downfield. When just put the ball out into your playmakers' hands and let your playmakers go out there and make it right. Good catch by George Alani.
Has done that well the first couple of weeks of this preseason. Making right reads, right calls. Chenault's in motion, gets it on the sweep once again.
Stay in the fit. Stay in the fit.
Chenault's going to be close to another Seahawks first down. Good blocks by George Alani and Brady Russell.
Well, I love this guy. This guy is a weapon. Cordell Patterson, Hershey Harvard. This ability to get him the ball anywhere. He makes a play, whether it's receiver, whether it's kickoff return, wherever it is. This guy gets to the outside and makes a big play. I mean, this guy's exciting.
Yes, he is.
I want to see Miles Harden get over top of that faster.
Wide receiver position on this team, depending on if you see him carry 5 or 6 receivers, but his impact definitely you can see it being felt.
Oh. Every time I watch the preseason, I think to myself, oh, this is what the NFL would look like if it were less popular and had the same television deals that like basketball has, where like half the games air on Bally Sports. Like they have the same problems in the preseason as that.
I mean, this is what we want to see from Sam. Continuing to do and take what the defense is giving him and making great plays for the offense, putting them in great position to continue the drive.
Might be, we call that growing up. And that's exactly what we're seeing Sam Howell doing from it.
Now.
Using all of his effort just to get.
All right, so of this group that's out there, I think 26 Miles Harden is somebody you want to keep an eye on. 43 Mahmoud Diabate is somebody to keep an eye on. Let's see who they have on the defensive line. I believe Mike Hall is out there. You definitely want to keep an eye on 51 there, Mike Hall, to see if he makes some plays. Those are going to be the guys, if they do make a play, it's very encouraging. Everybody else, if they make a play, they don't make a play, it is what it is.
That's balance.
Oh, Isaiah McGuire there, 57. You want to pay attention to him too. Recent draft pick.
Not George Solani. They get on fire, and he lights up.
Rookie tight end, A.J. Bonner. Off of AJ's hands.
Hey, Michigan guy, right?
Yeah, they like A.J. Bonner, the rookie out of Michigan. Got him a national title last year. Understands what's going on. Great blocker when he's on the line of scrimmage. Saw him do some wham blocks over the last couple of weeks.
He's learning how to be a tight end in the National Football League. I know he wanted that pass play back just a few minutes ago.
Danielson versus Swerve will be the great. I'm convinced Hangman will interfere. MJF versus Ospreay. Also, Claudio Yuta Pac versus Christian and his family. Hold on.
Pressure.
Got him.
It's an open one defender.
Nice. And that was Mahmoud. See, one of the players I told you to watch. Here's the thing about AEW pay-per-views. It don't matter how good or bad the television storylines are. Them pay-per-views gonna deliver, dog. And like, I don't think the television has been great the last like month and a half or 2 months or whatever it is. But it ain't gonna matter because them matches gonna bang. Okay. Like, that's the one thing I think AEW has over everybody is when it comes to them primetime pay-per-view matches, nobody touches them. Nobody touches them. At least for what I like in a wrestling match. You gonna make this shit? Damn. That was nice.
Yeah, you got to take it to the NFL. When you have a kicker with this type of leg, position to always have good points. Whether it's 3 points, take it down the field with 6 extra points. This guy has a real iron leg on him. Everybody's happy on the sideline to get a score right now.
Very happy, and you know what? It's very important for Sam Howell, Geno Smith, the quarterbacks to see this. We have a kicker that if you cross the 50, we're close to points. We have points. So that means your decision making has to be on point. Do not put the ball in harm's way. And as long you can take sacks sometimes, but as long as we end each drive with a kick, we'll be fine.
Myers 5 for 5 on field goals this preseason. I know folks were freaking out a little bit here in the Pacific Northwest because he missed a point after in week 1, missed a point after in week 2, but he was a perfect 33 for 33 on PATs during the regular season last year, and perfect 5 for 5 on field goals this preseason. I think the Hawks are okay with it.
Yeah.
Placement.
I think they're going to be fine. He seems to be pretty automatic. But again, this is still for the team to understand who they are. When we were playing, we had house money. That's what we call him, Steve Houska. And we knew exactly how clutch he was. Got to return it. We saw the ball hitting the fair to play.
Jalen Jordan, wide receiver out of North Texas. Steps out just past the 25-yard line. And Seahawks football is brought to you by the Muckleshoot Casino, the biggest and best in the Northwest. It's a fun one here.
Yeah.
Season finale with the Seahawks and the Browns.
All right, DTR, let's get something going.
DTR going play action. And connecting with Mike Woods. I tell you, I know it. Dorian Thompson Robinson.
He looks good, man. He looks very, very good. You see the scoring drive right here. 9 plays, 33 yards. Over 5 minutes. One thing Coach Mike McDonald told us that he was impressed about a Ryan Grubb offense was, yes, it was explosive. Yes, they throw the football around, but they control the line of scrimmage, which is very important for a defensive head coach.
Let's go out to wide with 4.5 to go in the first half. And behind his intended receiver, we're going to call that a broadcast jinx. I talked him up. Sorry.
Was it 3rd down already?
That's on me. I took that.
Well, I'm sure on your other job for the Philadelphia 676ers, I'm sure there are free throws. You've done that a few times as well.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, Kate, I got you.
Sixers fans are so forgiving.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you jinx there, guy? No, not at all.
That's right, Mike B. You did play up there.
So silly to approach. Mike B and I have talked about fairly quite a bit. Big two on Seattle. Michael Bennett, Michael Robinson, Kate's got to appreciate all of your tuning in tonight. Late on a Saturday night for some of you, play clock winding down, almost 2nd down. Thompson Robinson.
Good. Oh.
His intended receiver, but Thrash couldn't hang on. And the Seahawks
He couldn't have a perfect day, could he?
Could have been an interception for Drake Thomas.
Yeah, that could have been an interception. But what all of our fans
Ray Rags with the super chat. Can we all agree as a group we don't have the Steelers quarterback room right now, where somehow neither one of them have stood out enough to be named starter yet? Every time I talk about the Steelers quarterback room, people get mad at me in Pittsburgh. So I'm gonna just leave that one alone, but they know what it is, man. Damn.
Thompson Robinson, a rope down the right.
Hey, his deep ball looks a lot better. It looks a lot better. Yeah, he might be worth rostering. Yeah, that deep ball looks a lot better. I mean, like if he had an actual athlete there, that could have been caught. Well, not that Mike Wood's not a good athlete, still. Miami Max says, you think DeAnthony Bell is going to secure his 4th safety spot? Hasn't played all season. Yeah, he'll be fine. He has a lot of tape with this team.
space for the quarterback to drop the football in.
Horkes punting to deep switch.
Well, you got space.
But he sure does have a lot of space. You see him pass the flag right there.
This is what this kid could do.
Yep, this is Seahawks with this football team. Touchdown, Seahawks. See if it's
Is the second touchdown that's going to get flagged back?
79 yards. Return for touchdown. Got a good block from the new kid, Michael Bates. Well, let's see what Clay Martin and this officiating crew has to say.
D.S. over there looking like Deion Sanders. Zigzagging. He's trying to clock him 200 yards right now, going back and forth, zigzagging across the field. What a great play by
Player downfield on a kick. Cleveland.
Okay, so it counts.
Touchdown from D.S.
Super excited for this kid, D.S. And really the reason why he was running so fast. I'm sure all of the last couple of years we're going through this kid's mind, all of it.
I got to give this game something, man. It's entertaining. Like the last few preseason games have not been very entertaining. This has been entertaining. I got to give him that. I am thoroughly entertained. Yeah, that was a punt return. It's not on the new kickoff rules. Again, these aren't half the guys that are going to be special teams during the regular season. It was fun to see D. Eskridge run like that, though.
In Tennessee, what show are we going to see him tonight, guys? And now, quite a statement from D. Eskridge on that punt return.
Huge statement. Huge statement. And honestly, if I was D, I may walk past Coach Mike McDonald and wink at him a little bit and say, yeah, how about that? You know what I mean?
You put an exclamation on that.
Exactly.
No period, exclamation. I'm excited. I feel the seats if I get a chance to get the ball.
Absolutely, man. Good job by that kid.
Well, Boise and Kenny McIntosh make a statement, right? McIntosh fighting for that RB3 spot, third running back behind Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet. Had a beautiful touchdown run, 56 yards earlier. Now Eskridge with the punt return touchdown. So it's an exciting night here on the field. 24-10 Seahawks with 4-4 play in this first half. Darden and Crochet back to return for the Browns. You see Jalen Darden at the middle between the handles. Dives forward to the 30-yard line. Jamie Sheriff on the special teams tackle for Seattle.
Sheriff is ready to go with that great tackle. I know as a defender, after a big play like that on special team happens, and when you go back on the field, you feel like the other team is deflated. You feel like it's time to rush. You feel like it's time to go. So I know they're all hyped up right now. 24-10 with 3 minutes left. You know they got to throw the ball.
4 minutes to go and a half, Mike B. What are you thinking as a defense?
I'm thinking spring something really quick right now. We want to get back on track.
Go inside handoff to the rookie.
Been able to get 5 yards all day.
BYU gets it across the 35-yard line. I talked about the 37 board running into Drake Thomas.
Draw or screen. That's a smart man, Mike. That's usually when offenses get into or close to a 2-minute type of a situation, they always start the drives with a screen or a draw just to get some positive yards to put some anxiety in guys' minds like Mike Bennett.
Yeah, you just don't want the rushers to think that they got a free reign. You want to get back, you got to get back into the flow. And so that's what they're thinking.
This place never disappoints. It is preseason, and it is loud as heck as Robbins powers forward for the Browns' first down. Levingston, undrafted free agent rookie out of SMU with the tackle.
Yeah, I know a lot of fans get it confused between the 4-minute offense and the 2-minute offense, right? 2 minutes, everything's happening a lot faster. 4 minutes, they have a lot of time. You want to get to the 50, then you want to open up the playbook. With 4-minute drive, you have a lot of opportunity to stay in your actual game plan. You're not down by much. You want to continue whatever what you're doing.
So 25 to go now in this first set. And now Ronald once again, close to the 45-yard line.
There you go.
As the clock continues to roll, Drake Thomas on the tackle once again.
That's a good job by Drake Thomas right there. Just coming downhill, playing physical. Not sitting back waiting for the offensive line to climb to you and put hands on you. Dictating pace. That's something that Coach Mike McDonald has told us all throughout the entire preseason. He wants to dictate pace defensively and offensively. Ready for this 2-minute warning.
And good to see Drake. Haven't seen him for the first couple of weeks of this preseason. 7 games played last year here before going on the IR with that knee injury. All about between Morris and DCR.
This is the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes to go in our first half. 24-10 Seahawks.
Food has definitely been a very tough.
All right, y'all. I'll be right back.
Right now, so back upstairs to Kate And the Bucks.
All right, so
All right.
speaking of that offense, Paul, 24 points, more points in the first half here tonight than in either full game so far this preseason. 16 in the week 1 win, 15 in that 16-15 loss in Nashville last week.
Ooh.
On that low throw from DTR. That was the rookie running back, Aiden Robbins. Nehemiah Pritchett on the tackle, and Cleveland going hurry up here.
Yeah, if DTR ever figures out how to take a half beat, he's going to be a pretty decent quarterback.
The opposite side to the boundary corner, you're expecting the ball to come out fast. Great tackle.
37 here for the Browns. 90 seconds to play in this first set. Robinson.
Oh. Oh, pass interference. Huh?
Flags everywhere. 3, 4, did everybody feel flags?
Every ref
Is that you?
that had a flag.
Good job. Good composure there,
Hey,
buddy.
Jersey after this game, that'll be a hard workout. So now they're just throwing flags everywhere.
Jamie?
Get it to within 7. Tyler Huntley can bring us back.
I was looking for Zaire Mitchell-Payton. Tight ends, and good work by DTR to get rid of that football with number 44.
And to throw a catchable football, too, right? So it can be deemed pass interference.
Ball, but this preseason quietly. Great hands, slippery player.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both by the defense. Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 44, that penalty's declined. Pass interference on the defense. That's a spot foul and an automatic.
Why did they take that one? No, they should take the 15-yarders, right?
Defense guys might be. I'm wondering how much of this is. This crowd is so much louder than the first couple of weeks of the preseason. A lot of these guys, like Jamie Share, playing in this place for the first time in their career. Just a little extra boost.
The PPI is only 14 yards
Right now. You know, the 12s,
Okay, I was about to say they're going to take the roughing, right? That's more yards. Hey, you still going by QSPN this year? I mean, like, it's kind of a nickname. You don't call yourself a nickname. You let other people call you that. So if you want to call me that, that's all good with me.
I mean, do you hit him and let him go? Do you pull him down? Do you touch him? Do you ask him? Do you send him to
He said, do you ask
Do
him?
you send him an email for you to your assistant to say, I'm going to tackle you with 2 minutes left in the game? It gets really complicated for a defender. What is a rough in the
He
passer?
said, "Do you text
Did
him?
you text him?
You text him?
Might be your comment.
Hey, bro, is it okay if I hit it?" All right. About 20 to go in this first set. Our second downs for Cleveland. Play clock about to expire. Still will get the play off. No flag. Thompson Robinson has a lot of room. And we know he can run.
Oh,
And it gets observed by TJ James. Great open field tackle.
I don't know what it is the DTR thought he saw there.
Because the call right here, right? I
don't know
a spiral.
what it is.
Like march of a spiral. You got around them. You got also run. They get to the edge. Everybody's coming across up here. He has nowhere to go. It becomes a pressure cooker where the outside and the inside are coming right in. You have nowhere to go. So this is a great job by Mike McDonald knowing what the quarterback is used to doing and getting the players in position. I used to love it when the coach called a spiral and running quarterback because they never used to know it. And then all of a sudden they thinking they have this open hole and everything starts to collapse.
And it's a great job by DJ James on that tackle, not allowing DRT to get out of bounds. DTR.
DRT.
And so it's forced the Cleveland Browns to use this timeout
Yep.
and come back to hurt them later on.
2 timeouts for Cleveland. 1:06 to go in this first half. This place is definitely. DTR.
Oh, good job.
Jalen
Was that Darden?
Cleveland.
Good job. Good catch.
Great pass by DTR.
Beautiful. And they're going tempo, guys.
Little tempo.
Nice little
Put the ball
tempo.
in the upfield shoulder so the receiver can run through the contact and get extra yards.
Not phased by the 12s, by the noise.
Oh,
The receiver that was darting again. Man, DTR is showing us stuff, guys. The touch, the precision of his passing. Nehemiah Pierce able to knock that one away.
Yeah, this is very, very close to Nehemiah knocking this football away right there. Again, this secondary has been sticky all day. Look at the play on the football right there. This game is a game of inches right there. You can see that was almost a touchdown and almost a PBU.
40 seconds to go. Second down now for Cleveland.
Good shit. Look how easy these completions feel, man. Like,
That's a second-year wide out of Oklahoma. Mike Moore.
that's got to be on the O-line, ain't it?
Offense number 63. 3.7 down.
Spoken like a former defensive lineman. We saw that all the way, didn't you, Mike B?
Yeah, that was a WWE takedown. He basically choke slammed him right here as he pulled off. This is a great job by him because he's a contained player.
It is right there. Yeah, that was holding. And Mike B, I knew you would be the one to see it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I threw a flag from up here.
I knew you would be the one to see that one, man. Defensive linemen, they're always looking at total.
Second and 10, so second and 20.
So back to the 40 goes for Cleveland. Let's see.
That time.
The midfield. Inches. Not really.
Just a little bit more poise, man. Like, if he just gets a little bit more poise, there is really something there. Like, there, didn't love it, right? Because he bops out there, he gets some pressure, but he is faster than him. He could just outrun him, get to that corner and get like a couple yards there and get some of that yardage back so it's not all here on 3rd and 20 for him, you know? Just, if he shows a little bit more poise or learns to be a little bit more poised, there is really something there for him.
Where's that? 120. Pumps, fires, towards. He's not going to get anywhere close.
All right, it's a field goal.
Let's get it back to the middle of the field.
Call timeout.
Boy, as a defensive line coach, you always talk about these plays getting out the stack. People, if fans don't see it, but Mike Moore stops right here, comes out the stack, and that's an opportunity to get to the running back. You got to make those type of plays, and when you have that type of effort in your defensive line, that's so energizing to the rest of the team. We love to see big men run. Hey, every defensive coordinator says, get out the stack, get out the stack. Run 5 yards, get 15 yards, and you get tired in practice. But it's those moments when it really matters.
Hey, he's serious. He's really serious about that. We're playing Chicago.
Deleting it.
What was it? After the 2010, I believe. And all I can hear was the Chicago coaches yelling for Julius Peppers, come on the stack, come on the stack. 5 minutes later, my ribs was broken. Yep, I'm done.
Shouldn't be laughing at that.
It's all good.
This is rookie San Francisco. They just picked up from 49. Former University of Arizona kicker.
Go on, get the Browns another 7th round pick. Yeah, there it is. I like it. I like it. 13-24. All right. Tyler Huntley, your legacy's on the line in the second half. Your legacy is on the line in the second half. Nice kick. Nice kick. All right. I'm going to take a couple second break here to organize my thoughts, and then we'll talk about the Browns' first half performances here. So let me... What are my thoughts from the first half of this preseason game? I'm encouraged. I'm very encouraged. I'm encouraged from what I saw from the 5 starters that played. I'm encouraged from what we have seen on every level, from the Jameis Winston plays to even DTR, from how this offense looked in the first week of the preseason to the third week of the preseason, from the amount of regular chunk plays that they were able to accumulate in the air in the first half, and with the ability to run the ball, in the first and second quarter with relative ease to get about 4 or 5 yards on first down. I am encouraged. If this is what the Ken Dorsey offense looks like, then that's going to be much better for the team. And I'm excited to see what this offense looks like with this much space, with these guys running around wide open when Deshaun Watson is the quarterback. Chosen One says, where can I get this halftime instrumental? You get it at Creator Studio on YouTube. It's free, royalty-free beat. So, fun fact there. But I'm encouraged. I'm very encouraged by what I saw. Again, the Browns didn't play that many starters. They played like maybe 5 of them. All the 5 that played, I'm fine with what I saw out of them. I'm encouraged with what I saw out of them. Some of it wasn't overwhelming, but it was good. It was overall good. Destroying's getting a real commercial now. Wow. Good for him. Good for him. He's never going to kick again, like professionally though, right? Like the money's too good to be destroying. But anyways, Cedric Tillman, I thought he looked pretty impressive when he was out there. You saw Jameis Winston make some impressive throws while he was out there. All good with me. All happy with that. And then DTR comes in and you see a lot about Jamari Thrash. I thought Jamari Thrash was very impressive. Now, in past preseason games, I've mentioned that I'm not as moved as everybody else is with what DTR is doing, because he's doing it in the fourth quarter of these preseason games. It's not much different than what he used to do, but he was stretching the field a lot more often than he did last year in the preseason. As somebody who has gone back and forth on DTR, right? I started as a big fan of his. I started as a bit of a cynic on him, and then I became a bigger fan of his during the regular season. Then I rewatched the regular season and wasn't a big fan of what I saw, and now we're here. I'm moved. I'm moved by DTR. Now, there's still some stuff he has to fix before he goes out there in an actual game. One of the things the DTR needs to fix, before I gush about him for the rest of the halftime period, but one of the things the DTR absolutely needs to fix is that he can get rushed a lot. When he gets pressured in pressure down situations, he gets rushed. He rushes his mechanics. He rushes his feet. He rushes his throwing motion, and he forces himself into a bad throw. I don't think the decision-making was bad like last week when he was pressured. I think that's been much better. But what has not been much better is the results of those plays, and I think it's because he rushes his mechanics when he gets in those situations. If he just figures out how he can have a little bit more poise, right? Whatever he needs to figure out, he needs more poise. If he can just get himself to slow down a quarter of a second, right? Like just that little quarter of a second to make sure you're under control, even when you're getting blitzed, even when somebody's chasing you down. I think one of DTR's biggest issues is that he sometimes can be so athletic, so capable, that he tries to move so fast his body can't physically keep up. He needs to figure out what his top speed is and limit himself at his top speed so he doesn't rush himself like he does at certain situations. The reason I'm focusing on this is because, to me, with what I've seen, if he figures out that, there's something there with DTR. I'm moved by what I've seen of his deep ball in this preseason. Especially, like, this game shows me that DTR has figured out whatever was the issue with his deep ball, or maybe he's just having a good ass day. I don't know. But this is as good as his deep ball has ever looked. Even in college, it did not look this good. It's accurate. It's on time. It does not look like he has to force his whole body into a throw. It looks more effortless. Like, I had a cut up last year of DTR trying to make a 40-yard pass, and then I had it cut up next to PJ Walker, and it was comical how much more effort DTR had to put in than PJ Walker to get that ball down 40 yards. It looks night and day different today. Now, he might have gotten into the weight program. He might have just been in the lab all summer. But whatever it is, I don't think that's as much of a limitation this year as it was last year. If he's gotten rid of that limitation, then he's almost playable. And if he clears the pressure stuff, then you're talking about somebody who could be the backup legitimately. So, it goes in steps for DTR, right? This year, I think he proved what he needed to prove to make sure the Browns don't trade him, and he stays as the third quarterback on the roster, and the Browns see a future of him on this offense, in this offense with Ken Dorsey. Next year for DTR is about trying to prove that the Browns don't need to spend $8 million to have a backup quarterback. They're just fine with you. And then after that, it depends on where Watson is. It depends on where the Browns are with Watson is. It depends on what happens in the draft. Do the Browns draft a first-round pick? But starting would be in his future, maybe not for the Cleveland Browns, but for somebody. If he gets those things figured out. Because he has the talent as a runner. The arm strength looks like it's there, right? We saw the arm zip was there, but what bothered us about DTR was the arm zip didn't equate arm strength. Well, now it looks like the zip is translating into arm strength. That's his biggest problem. It looks so much better right now. I'm moved. I'm shocked. I'm moved. I did not expect him to make that progress that quickly. Now, do I think he's playable right now? No. I think you still want to have him work on some stuff, right? The pressure stuff, that needs to get fixed, especially in the AFC North. Can't have him build up bad habits. And when I say he's not playable, I'm saying this as a developmental prospect. You want to have him fix some things before you throw him under fire. Because if you throw him under fire and he doesn't have these things fixed, you can bake in some bad habits. Baker Mayfield's a good example, right? He had to play right away. He baked in a lot of bad habits, ended up being his downfall until he got like 2 years of just bouncing around in the league and then was able to kind of reset with Tampa Bay. You don't want to bake in these bad habits. So with him, I'm fine with just, okay, if Tyler Huntley has to play in a game, Tyler Huntley has to play. I don't want to sacrifice the development of DTR to that because I think there's enough there to where that matters. Now, I don't know if he replaces Watson, but now I am definitive. I ain't trading him. I was okay with trading him a couple weeks ago. I ain't trading him. He's earned that. I think he should stay on this roster. I think he's earned that. What do I expect to see in the second half? I have absolutely no expectations for the second half. I have absolutely no expectation. I'm just trying to have a good time in the second half, to be honest with you. I'm not going to put no expectations on that. Are you serious? No, absolutely not. We're about to watch Tyler Huntley and whoever is left of this roster play. Hey, bro, I'm just trying to have a good time and not see nobody get hurt. right. So we got a super chat from Ray Rags. Appreciate you, Ray Rags. Says maybe Tyler Huntley can only play decent when he's trying to cosplay as the starter behind. He can do a better dollar store Lamar Jackson than a Deshaun Watson. Yeah, and also like I think Tyler Huntley was a good backup for a Greg Roman offense, and I think if Greg Roman gets the chance, he'll try to swoop him up.
Position and awesome first half.
Awesome first half. But Kate, you talked about the games that happened today.
Yeah.
Did you see Trey Lance throw like 100 interceptions? Oh my goodness.
Why'd you have to bring that up, man?
What sports?
Against Trey.
Against Trey. Just saying. Yeah, but he threw a bunch of interceptions. But I tell you one thing, the Seahawks would love to have cleaned up some of those penalties from the first half that negated some big plays. It kept drives going for Cleveland. They clean up their football. They're going to win this football.
They had 6 penalties for 70 yards, guys. And I think the biggest was the one that kept that drive going. That led to that beautiful, almost 50-yard touchdown pass from Dorian Thompson-Robinson to the rookie Jamari Thrash as that kickoff goes at the back of the end zone. So the Seahawks will start from the 30.
You know what, guys? The kickoff fools me every single time until I get used to it. I'm like, the ball's kicked. Why come there's no movement? And, you know, you just used to train. You know, you got to train your eyes to see it differently again. But
You guys play freeze tag when you were growing up, or is that? I know you're a little bit younger than me, so I wasn't sure if that was not cool.
we play Duck Duck Goose.
Michael Bennett, Michael Robinson, the Super Bowl champs for the Seahawks here alongside Kate Scott. Appreciate all of you tuning in to this late night preseason finale from the Pacific Northwest. And with that flag, nice first offensive play the second half of the Seahawks. That's the rookie out of Quincy State, George Alani. He scored a touchdown in week 1 down in LA, and the Seahawks knocked out the Chargers. Unfortunately,
Little shit on the offense. It's 2 players were moving at the same time. Both did not reset prior to the snap. Like our penalty, we play first down.
Yeah, more laundry flags going on in the second half. But I will say this.
Let's get a stop, defense. Get back in this game.
And this run grub offense, they like to dictate pace, right? And so when you see these running plays, check out the switch in the slot right there. There's always a bubble or something else tacked onto the play so that you can ultimately challenge the defense.
Oh, he's wide open.
looking for Cody White and hold on contest. And there comes the flag. Tayon Hicks disagreeing with the call, but I contacted my brother.
Sir, that was pass interference.
Just a little things like that, but I'm laughing because it seemed like the ref wasn't going to throw the flag, and then the fans were like, "Come on, throw the flag!" And then the ref said, "You know what? Hey, let me throw the flag."
That's interference. He finished number 49.
You see Cody White.
Yeah, it's early.
Stay vertical, and just that right hand right there by the defensive back pushing Cody White off his line. You can't do that. That definitely pass interference, Mike.
Yeah, that was a really hard play right there for him to try to get over the top. Too many penalties right now.
So the Seahawks pick up 30 yards thanks to that penalty. Cody White had a 70-plus yard touchdown on foot play called back in the first half. So that's a feel good for Cody, even though he didn't make that reception. So moving him past midfield. Here's somehow. And to his left.
Just got home, took a gummy, got you in one ear. NCAA loading up my Zips dynasties going well. I mean, national championship so far. And fellas, ladies too, if you're in chat, is it a real national championship if your friends aren't on that dynasty file too? Like if it's just a solo dynasty file, is it a real championship, or does it only count if you got a couple buddies in there on that dynasty file too?
Pass from now right into his breadbasket. George Alani passing outside, getting the first down.
Nice run. I've heard a lot about him. Halai.
Cleveland inside the 40-yard line. Good work there again by George Alani.
What I liked about these last two play calls by Ryan Groves is
Both sides on the spread out pass before you had a guy sitting on the outside defender. And just like on this run play, there was another guy sitting on the outside defender, giving the runner an opportunity to get outside and creating more space for him.
Here's Ryan Grubb. A lot of pre-snap motion in this offense. 70% of the plays in the first 2 games of preseason. There is some pre-snap motion. This time,
Damn.
So guy backwards, gets close to the 30-yard line. See Hardy, senior, on the tackle, and Alani just bounces right back up, my friend.
He bounces back up. We talked about his contact balance a little bit earlier in the game. But if I'm George Alani, I'm trying to get in between those tackles a little bit. A lot of the offensive linemen, these guys are blocking for these.
Somebody asked, am I going to do a online dynasty for the Patreon members? And the answer is yes. But before I did an online dynasty, I want to make sure I did like 4 years of a regular. So I ain't about to get smoked by none of my subscribers on the internet. Like, absolutely not. I'm going to make sure I got my together. Okay. Not about to be out. I'm going to play the whole preseason. I'm going to get my starters ready. Like, you know what I mean? Like, then we could do a dynasty. Y'all not about to get me smoked on the first week the game come out. I don't know how to slide protect. Like, nah, y'all not about to get me like that. I'm about to have everything I need to have. Then we could do a dynasty.
Process and score a touchdown.
Yeah, 4 for 4 on a DK Metcalf on 21-yard touchdown strike, and now.
Hey, bro, stop. Who is putting these paragraphs in chat? You're killing the whole flow. Oh, my God. Like, if you find yourself putting together more than 3 sentences in chat and it's not a super chat, just comment that shit. Why are you putting this in the chat? I'm on PS5 for anybody asking. I'm on PS5. But yeah, man, you put that shit in the comment section. Ain't nobody gonna read that long ass chat. Don't do that. This is bad chat etiquette. I ain't even upset. I'm just mad at the game. Mad for the game. Like, dog, what you don't know chat etiquette? Ooh.
Hit from behind, and that one flutters.
Nice. Get him off the field. Keep it within 14, guys.
I'm in Adam Missouri. This is all hands on deck for the Browns.
Yeah, again, they sent pressure back to Sam Howell. But then Sam Howell has that explosive mindset trying to catch the running back matched up against the linebacker. You know, I love it. But he had some crossers going across the field. I think if he had that play back, he could hit some of them.
If you ever have to describe your own observations as intelligent, I'm not going to go out and say that whatever you said was some dumb shit off rip. But the fact that you felt the need to say that does increase the odds that whatever you said was definitely some dumb shit by at least 35%. Like, if you got to go out your way to say, I'm just proving an intelligent point. Don't nobody actually talk like that. That's weird, bro. Like, now I think you could say some actual smart shit and then add that to the end of it. I'm like, nah, that shit sound dumb now. Because who says that? I don't get it. But yeah, man, I'm not about to get pressed up on my subscribers. Y'all about to be out here cooking me, beating me by 30, posting that in the Patreon. Nah. Okay. I'm gonna make sure I'm good at this game before I start playing it with the public. Had a preseason game with one of the homies on Twitter. Smoked him.
I'm through, bro.
How you feeling about the season? Feels odd to me. No, I feel great about the season, to be honest with you. Look, you look at the first 5 games, defense alone can win it. And what I've seen from this offense and the structure of it and the ability of them to get chunk plays with Jameis, with DTR, man, if it looks like that with Watson, yeah, I'm pretty damn encouraged. I think the run game looked a lot better, more encouraged. I'm very encouraged by what I've seen today. And I'm encouraged with what I know about this defense. Now, I think you're going to feel much better about the Browns once their real football team starts playing real football games. You're going to remember this team is very, very, very talented. I think a lot of people have forgotten. This team beat the 49ers, who were in the Super Bowl, a drive away from winning the Super Bowl. And they beat the 49ers with Sir Philip J. Walker at quarterback. Sleep on that if you want. It's the same roster they bring him back, except for they getting guys healthy. And they beat the 49ers with Philip J. Walker, who ain't even playing in this preseason game from what I could tell. They beat him. They beat them without Nick Chubb. And we know that Nick Chubb's going to come back at some point this season. More than likely earlier than later. I'm encouraged.
Seahawks football.
Yeah, all the bad vibe stuff, man, that got off for me when I saw the offense have like 3 good drives and they were able to get these chunk plays. I'm like, all right, cool, we good. Sir PJ Philip J. Walker. Trent Williams played in that game, buddy. Why do Browns fans do this where they try to like discount their dubs? Like, why do you try to do this to yourself? We had PJ Walker playing quarterback, even if they were missing Deebo Samuels the whole game, which isn't true. Christian McCaffrey and Deebo played in the first half of that game. Trent Williams played the whole game. I think he missed like 3 drives. You played PJ Walker and Jerome Ford. None of their injuries equal your injuries. Stop trying to discount your own dubs. Stop this. Browns fans who do this, I need y'all to stand up straight and have some self-respect. It's okay to think your team is good. You're not a fool for thinking your team is good. Your team is good. Stop being embarrassed by a good football team. Y'all are weird. Stand up straight. Hold your chin up. Respect yourself.
135 yards, but a couple of interceptions by the former Utah quarterback,
PJ Walker. And I don't even like PJ played good in that game. PJ almost threw that game away.
Decisions. Don't put the ball in harm's way. Cleveland Browns got a tough defense led by Miles Garrett. And if you possess the ball offensively, the defense will do what you got.
Of course, as you mentioned, the Ravens, so Mike McDonald and Tyler Huntley know each other well.
The only way you could discount that loss to me in a significant way that I would care about is if the case were that PJ Walker was also playing quarterback for the 49ers. But only one team started Sir Philip J. PJ Walker. That was the Browns. And they beat the 49ers. You could say barely beat the 49ers. Cool. Okay. You barely beat them with PJ Walker. Still an impressive sentence. It would have been impressive if you would have lost by 2. Okay.
Without the socks, just the vanilla ice cream. There's socks are sprinkled. This is 3rd and 5 for the Browns. Just got it off. Pressure coming from the backside. And Jimmy goes. Jimmy, shit. Locking up Tyler Huntley.
Well, Phil Rivers was right. This is Phil Rivers' pick at the beginning of the game. Jimmy Sheriff, this guy is just the ultimate playmaker. He crosses the edge, comes around right here, and just get an opportunity to set the quarterback. All fans, the quarterback is usually the strongest guy. Mike, you're one of the strongest quarterbacks, so people couldn't tackle you. And these quarterbacks are just relentless, and he just did a great job. So happy for this guy to make these kind of plays in preseason. If they get into the quarterback, it's not easy. And today, this guy's playing lights out. He doesn't know.
That's a good way to be.
Rex Fortune with a $10 super chat. Appreciate that, bro. Trent Williams tried to bully Elijah Moore or Greg Newsome. Don't remember who. It was Elijah Moore. Only for Miles to pick on him, pick on him your own side. Surely Trent wasn't a bully after that game.
Making folks laugh on the internet.
No, Trent Williams actually went out after that game and went out of his way to call Myles Garrett a Hall of Famer. That's how good Myles Garrett played against Trent Williams in a game where Trent Williams fought the Browns, and Trent Williams had nothing but good things to say about Myles Garrett.
Number 35. Seattle led 5 yards to the end of the play, where it's 1st and 10. Timeout.
Landon Honeycutt The guilty party for those keeping score at home. 27-13 Seahawks. 9:31 to go in this third quarter.
Buy one, get one. With Publix BOGOs on Instacart. When you buy one, you get one. So when you buy one for this, you get one for that. Instacart and Publix. Add life to cart. Check Instacart for new Publix BOGOs every week.
Hims was made for guys who want to see results. Whether it's for hair loss, weight loss, ED, or mental health. Get quality care from licensed providers 100% online and join the millions of guys who use Hims. Find the treatment that works for you.
Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Chat. We got a 50 bomb. We're going to get to the 50 bomb. Shout out to the, hold on, damn, did he even put nothing in there? Levi Myers dropped the 50 bomb. Did you have a comment, Levi? Levi, hit me up on Twitter if you had a comment, because like it didn't drop it in there for the 50 bomb. I want to make sure whatever you wanted to get asked there. But that's not why I'm calming everybody down. That is not why I'm slowing this thing down. Yeah, we got that 50 bomb. Appreciate that, Levi. Really do. Appreciate that love right there. Shout out to Levi Myers in chat. And again, Levi, if you had a comment that you wanted to attach to that, drop it there. I'm going to keep an eye out for it. But y'all, we got to be ready. It's alert. I'm getting word in from my sources that the Seattle Seahawks are getting PJ Walker ready for action. Yes, the GOAT is coming in. It's GOAT time. It's GOAT time. You know, one of the greatest. Was somebody injured? No, nobody's injured. I can continue to bet. One of the greatest preseason quarterbacks of all time. One of the greatest quarterbacks in some professional leagues of all time. Philip PJ Walker is entering the field, y'all. Now the Browns don't even have the lead. It's in danger. I mean, the Browns might go. It might be a wrap. The Browns might go winless in the preseason now. PJ Walker's in the game. You're down 10. It's a wrap, dog. It's a wrap. Preseason's a wrap, dog. All right. All right, Michael, we get it. We get it. You don't like Stephen. You don't like Kevin. All right, buddy. Yeah, did he have a comment, Levi? Like, I'm looking for the comment here. I'm making sure. Me loving the Cleveland Browns was buried. But nah. Levi, a real one. He just threw that in there for the vibes. Appreciate that, bro. Like, shit. All right. We locked in. Hey, if the defense ain't locked in, they need to lock in now, right now.
So it makes things easier.
We're locked in.
You know, we just got a great mindset to where we feel like we can go out compete versus anybody. So I feel like everybody wants to see you.
For sure. Now you got wheels, you tall. Who do you model your game behind?
So I'm William.
There you go. There you go. Lock in.
Growing up,
Lock in.
Whenever I moved to cornerback, I had watched a lot of Sherman. I watched a lot of Jalen Ramsey. And, you know, I just tried to model my game after those guys because they play physical. They longer guys.
There you go.
Taller guys like me. So those were two guys I watched games of and watched their highlights of.
Last one for you. This off season, you know, obviously we prepare. We try to get better with different things. What have you worked on to take your game to the next level?
Honestly, just getting stronger. But I mean, I want to have more body on my field, like just because you know it's a long season. And so I feel like
hey, lock in. There you go. Lock in. Can't sleep. Can't sleep. Get to the ball. All right, it's third down, y'all. Stand up. It's third down, y'all. It's third down. Stand up. We up now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get the goat off the field. Get the goat off the field. We locked in.
Better, man. I appreciate you.
We locked in. We locked in.
Looking forward to seeing Rick Woolen, Kevin Witherspoon.
Go time.
Seahawks secondary. And
all right, come on. 35.
This is PJ Walker.
Can't do it. Get him off the field. Let's go.
20-plus-yard punt return touchdown.
Are they going for it? They going for it?
Chris Edmonds did get the first.
Are they going for it? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Fourth down. Four's in the chat. Four is in the chat. Let's get ready.
The power five and the scrimmage yards, almost
Let's get ready. Let's get ready. Come on. Oh. Eyes. Watch gap. They're not going. That's short. Let's go. Let's go. There it is. Oh, we back.
Executed the way that Brown drew this thing up. This is the second.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right here.
You lock in when you see the GOAT out there.
The Kobe Lewis, they run into each other. If D. Eskridge was on that block, it would have been a hole. You can see the whole sideline for the Cleveland Browns get excited. This play was not executed the way it was supposed to.
The Sailors in at running back for the Browns. And now have great field position. And they try to cut it with the Seahawks lead. And the pretty early start out.
We locked in, baby. We locked in.
This is one of the hardest things for a defensive coordinator to look at. They zone everybody, then they cut right back up into the middle. As a defensive lineman, once they start to seal off the players and cut the linebackers out, cut the defensive tackles out, and get right up down the right, it makes it super hard to stop those type of plays. You really can't do much about that. But you got to set the edges in the middle and make sure you can't get sealed off to allow the runner to have a clean running lane.
Just pick this guy up. Jacob Sailors at running back, and they're going right back to him. Cuts back to him.
Jacob Sailors. Hey, Battlehawks legend. Number 15 in the rafters. All right. If you weren't watching in the spring, that's your loss. Jacob Sailors took a job from Wayne Gallman, who was projected to be the starter for the St. Louis Battlehawks. Big-time running back, former backup of Saquon Barkley. But you know who stole that job right from underneath him? Jacob Sailors. Solid runs. 5-7 yards every time. Good pocket protector, too. PJ Walker drive was quicker than a fart in church. Absolutely. Absolutely.
They've allowed yards in between the 20s all night. But when they got into the red zone, they buckled down. When we said earlier, they bent but didn't break. They buckled down often in this game. Let's see if they can get another stop here in the red zone.
Let's see what this McDonald defense can do here. Third.
Run, Tyler. Run. You got that shit?
Down the 5-yard line off the helmets, and that is a first set of downs for the Cleveland
Go. Put that on.
I know right now, Mike McDonald was on. He probably told me.
Hey, it's a new GOAT in the building. It's a new GOAT. A Pro Bowl GOAT right here.
The number one thing you don't do in the red zone. So allowing him to break the chain, they were in the overload front. So I know a defender was supposed to come over and spy on the quarterback, but he didn't. Left the hole wide open. With the quarterback, with that type of running that we saw in Baltimore, and then the Quincy was, he just did a routine play.
Rolling right.
Let's go. James Prochet in a NFL game, y'all.
I wish you had a booth cam on that last play.
Yeah.
Michael Bennett was himself. After Huntley got through a win for the first hit.
Touchdown.
And, as you mentioned, Mike B.
Touchdown.
Next play, the Browns do this.
Touchdown. Let's go. They're bringing that chemistry from that 2021 Ravens team. Easy money. Easy money. Hey, real talk, the GOAT better wake up because the Browns did. The Browns did. GOAT better wake up. It's go time. What's up? Where the GOAT? Where the GOAT? Where the GOAT at? The GOAT got to wake up, man. It's GOAT time, baby. It's GOAT time. Come on. Hey, real talk. We beat the 49ers with that dude at quarterback, by the way. All right. All right. All right, Tyler Huntley. I like that. I like that, Tyler Huntley. I appreciate that. Hey, what do you think will happen with Mike Hall when it's all said and done? Also, do you think Thrash can take Elijah Moore's spot by the... I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think he's going to take Elijah Moore's spot by the end of the season. I think Elijah Moore is going to have himself a nice year, you know. But once Elijah Moore's contract is up, that spot's going to be up for grab. I don't think they have any hesitations about giving that spot to Jamari Thrash. I don't think you got to rush it with him, right? He doesn't have to play right now. He has a 4-year contract. He could play next year, and that's fine. So I think they'll move there. And Mike Hall, I mean, he can rush the passer, right? He got out of this legal situation with no consequence, and he should realize how fortunate he is, given what the accusations are, that he got out of that with no consequence. And, you know, who knows, whatever that situation is, it looks very messy. I don't care to comment on it. He got out of that situation with no legal issues, so it seems like he's going to be fine with his standing on the team. If he is the player I think he is, and he grows into that, because remember, he's like 20 years old. I think there's a lot there. I mean, he's been in the backfield all preseason. So there's a good player there. I think, you know, the question is, will he be Larry Ogunjobi or something more than Larry Ogunjobi? Shout out to Damian Frederick for becoming a member. But that's the question to me. Will Mike Hall be Larry Ogunjobi or something more? Because I think he can pass rush day one. The question is, can he be consistent? And can he get to the point where he can be a strong run defender? That's the question with him.
Game day. Sign up today to watch Seahawks games and more with NFL Plus. Watch live local and primetime games. NFL Red all in one place. Visit Seahawks.com/watch to sign up today. We're proud tonight here at Lumen Field as that kickoff goes to the back of the end zone as everyone was so frozen.
It's just so weird.
All right, man.
I think I used to run down on kickoff, right? We actually had a rule. We had to run through the end zone every kickoff, whether it returned or not. So, yeah, I had to get my oxygen after kickoff. You know what I'm saying, Mike?
They didn't have that conditioning at that time. The game is changing. I think the NFL wants to be a lot safer, and I think it's continuing to change and evolve through every way. Tackling, kickoff, special teams, helmet control, everything in it. The practice is just a changing game.
Can't play with him. Can't play with him now.
PJ Walker back in at quarterback. That was the Browns defense that held the Seahawks on that 4th down not too long ago.
Oh, you got to watch him.
Keep him. Spins around one defender.
All right.
That to about the 36-yard line before being met by the San Jose State Chase Williams. PJ.
Hey, man, you're not going to just shut him out. You know, even when you play great defense versus PJ Walker, he's not somebody you're going to completely shut out in this game. So you got to contain what he can do. Let's see what they do here.
I got on a bobcat right now. I'm not trying to go back in the game.
Oh, got a hand on it. Oh, but he just such a smooth release there by PJ. You can't let him get rhythm now. You got to get pressure on him. You got to take him out of his rhythm.
Good look there from PJ Walker.
Yeah, man, this is a RPO. This was
You got to take PJ Walker out of his rhythm, or else they're going to let him go straight downfield on him.
PJ Walker has the choice, right? Do I want to hand this football off because they have favorable numbers in the box? Or do I have leverage on the outside? Do I want to get the football to an exciting and electric young player? I throw it to D.
That's good to a 79-yard punt return touchdown. Made it 24-10 Seahawks, with the Browns clawing their way back into this one.
Too much time. Oh, intercepted.
He was looking for mismatch there. And he flies down in the backfields. Tyler Cole with the interception for Cleveland. Let's see if this stands up.
Oh, we did not just waste the goal pick, did we? I know you get excited when you get a chance to get a hand on him. It's PJ Walker, for God's sake. But you got to control yourself. You got to control yourself. Okay? I know you see that 15 and navy and green and you get excited, but look what you did. He's not going to give you many opportunities for that. And you just wasted a golden opportunity there. Got to be more calm. Got to have composure. I understand as a young player in this kind of moment and this kind of pressure, but still, you got to be able to stay composed.
Nothing like it. I'm enjoying it as much as I go. George Shalani, being at running back, takes the pitch and has some room.
Yeah, you got the golden motion.
The 32-yard line. See, I love Jarrell. The nice block there, Mike B.
I love the way that Ryan Brown continues to progress in the offense. If you saw earlier, before he set that RPO up, he had a great run by PJ Walker. Then came with the RPO, then came with a play action pass, and then came with a play to seal the edge again. This is just a great play calling, I think. Get to the edge of this defense and allowing the offensive players to be explosive and allow them to get one-on-one with defenders and make plays.
Money picking up 8. 2nd and 2. Walker fires complete. And that's good for the Seahawks first.
Oh, no. The goats woke up. The goats starting to wake up, man. Like he's just driving downfield, takes this hit, steps up in the pocket clean. I was worried about this. You cannot let him get in rhythm. And you got hands to the face there, too. Matt said, just because I love Q and Co gets me through Tuesdays. Appreciate you, bro.
Showing the Seahawks this team.
25.
We call this riding this dark wave right here. George Shalani outside zone. Right? Go on this.
Oh, good Lord. Is that Siaki Ika? Oh, man. He got through, too, on that one. Like, that wasn't a bad play by him. My God. Whoever these dudes are, like, these safeties are bad. Like, take that, Baltimore. You stole our team. We steal your backup and your 7'5" receiver you cut last year, Ray Rags. Yeah, we're getting back at him. You know, it's the same as Ed Reed and Jonathan Ogden and Ray Lewis.
Yeah, you see George right there, staying square. That allows him to.
Well, Jawan Briggs, that was not a good argument for you to be on this team.
18 yards. Couple of plays ago from Milani. 5 on that.
Hey, Ika, be big.
2 weeks ago in this 3rd quarter.
No, not that way. I mean, it was predictable. You let somebody like PJ Walker get in rhythm, they're going to be able to move the ball downfield, matriculate that offense, and be able to manipulate you into widening your gap schemes. It was just, you had a chance to get them off the field. You cannot waste your opportunities when PJ Walker is out there. You just can't. Can't waste it. You got to take advantage. You got to get them off the field when the opportunity's there.
Ron O'Neal again clearing that hole. George Alanu finding the little crease. Get down by.
I don't think that was Ika's fault, by the way. Like I think Ika the last 2 plays has actually been innocent. And y'all know I'm not like a Siaki Ika defender by any means. But I wouldn't blame Ika for those last 2.
6 weeks of training camp with these guys. Right? We're excited for your guys to have success. And again, we all know this is a football business. This is preseason week 3. This locker room will look different next year.
And you just want everybody to get an opportunity somewhere. If it's not here, if you get an opportunity, and when you see a guy make a play because he is doing the right thing, you know he has the opportunity to be somewhere.
George Alani did the second time this preseason. Another Seahawks touchdown.
Improved Snog and help me connect with my fans and community just for my overall confidence.
Yeah, I know people are blaming that on Siaki Ika. I don't think that's actually fair. There's a lot of shit you could blame on Siaki. I don't think that drive was one of them. Ooh, I don't know about y'all. Is there like a whole quarter left to go in this game? Good Lord. Good Lord. There's a whole quarter left in this game. Can I just do a running clock? Is there a Cowboys fan in chat? What is going on in chat? Yeah, no, it's 12:30 in the morning where I'm at. Yeah. I'm on East Coast time. It's late. It's like I got so much shit to do after this. It's ridiculous. I have so much shit to do. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a rough one.
But you know, that's the brotherhood and the parties and culture when they say that.
Jalen Garden, almost gave the opportunity for Cleveland. It's down to about the 32 on what has been a really exciting night for both teams. You know, I know the Browns are trailing, but Jameis Winston looked good on his first drive. Dwayne Thompson-Robinson, really good, impressed all of us. And now Tyler Huntley.
All right.
The offense for Cleveland.
Yeah, Tyler Huntley running the offense. No interception the last time he was out there, but that's
See what T-Hunt got.
issue. Again, seeing the defense the right way, keeping the ball out of harm's way. That's been an issue for them this entire year.
Now listen to this crap, guys. This is the preseason. And that's a first team.
Okay, A didn't get loose.
And the 12s.
Way to answer back.
Adams. They're getting warmed up, right? They're getting into regular season form as well. Nate Robinson, rookie out of BYU on that run.
Getting game ready.
Appreciate that super chat by Cecil Ford. The super chats, some of the conversations in chats, and I guess this game are the only things keeping me awake at this moment. Definitely need some grapes.
You too. You 7. You're 2nd and 3.
Darden wide open. Wide open.
Spectacular, guys.
Not sleep. Yeah,
not sleep. We not sleep.
Get beat over the top when you have a defense right there. No safety help right there. You should know that. Get just
there it
a
is.
little bit, because you rather him catch
There it is.
inside, not to catch
There it is. Fire in the chat. Set the chat on fire. Set the chat on fire, y'all. We answering back. Set this on fire.
Opposing offense greatly reduce the chances of them winning. That is the defensive
30-70 yards on that reception. Huntley rolling right.
Go shit.
Inside the 15. 20 seconds to go in this third quarter.
Tyler Huntley right there, using his legs, getting outside the pocket.
It ain't over.
Might be
It ain't over.
the edge wasn't set right
It
there.
ain't over.
That was outside back.
Man, let's take this shit to 3, man. Come on. Put your 4s up, chat. Chat.
Just gonna let this
Four's up in the chat.
Fourth. And they win fourth. So 1 quarter to go in the preseason. Seahawks lead the Browns here in Seattle.
This icy hot pro massaging ball. Easy to be right.
BROWNS, a running back.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Go shit. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
It's a good play design right here by the Cleveland Browns. Big people, right? Big people, tight ends everywhere. Do a play action.
We all that, man.
Have crossers on the back
We all
end.
that, chat.
Completely confused
We all
in the
that,
secondary.
chat.
It's good play design.
We all that.
Browns are going to go for 2 here.
Oh, they trying to win. They trying to win this thing.
Love it.
No, 2-point conversion
This
right
is how
here.
you wrap up an NFL Saturday, my friend.
Absolutely. But when else do you get an opportunity to work on
Yeah.
two-point plays, right? In game situations. Perfect opportunity.
Under center.
Yeah, we like that. We like that. That's it. Oh, what you doing, Tommy? Why you stay running? You running.
In pursuit, buddy. You can't time over there.
He tried everything right there. He went with the stick. Right stick. He can go back.
He tried everything but throw the ball.
Joystick. He tried everything. He could not get outside, dog.
Why did he stop? He had it. Hey, he gonna be sick when he look at that iPad, by the way. He gonna be sick. He had it. Oh, he had it.
Press the right button. Oh, man. Tyler Huntley tried to make a play happen right there on that two-point conversion. Our defense came in.
We did get a few Mike Morris for that touchdown. That was a beautiful draw play by the Browns a couple of plays ago. And man, Mike McDonald's and these new look Seahawks getting to see a lot these last couple of weeks, right? An exciting one last week in Tennessee went down to the wire. It was a field goal as time expired for the Titans to win that one, and more exciting here tonight, my friend.
Yeah, and it's one thing Coach McDonald told us all preseason.
I kind of want every situation to come up. I need it all to come up. I need communication situations to come up. I need the defense to blow. I need everything to happen so that we know how to respond in real game situations.
And yes, Chris thought about it for a second. But it's just going to take a knee. And moments ago, our Cliff Abrams with Jackson Smith in Jigba. Let's listen in.
Thanks. Now we got JS here with us. Now you look like you brought some bodyguards with you, man. What's going on here, man? Oh, we stay protected, man. We stay protected. Got my guys here. You know, we're a team. So what's up? I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, so what is it like, man? You coming from Ohio State now? It's kind of
Did he just get his braces taken out? He looked like a man who just got his braces taken out.
Ohio State, then you walk into a locker room in a meeting room with DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. Kind of tell me what's going through your head. Man, I'm just ready to learn. You know, I've been around great talent, like you said, since Ohio State, and I just love competing every day. And those guys are the same as me, so it's just awesome to be in a room, a great room like we have. I'm just really honored. So what's one thing?
Hey, shout out to y'all, man. We got 560 people in chat right now. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I mean, I just love studying the other team with Tyler Lockett. You know, just being in the meeting room, picking his brain out on, you know, what he thinks. You know, that's big for me. And then DK just is the coach to the game. You know, how he comes out there for practice, how he comes out here for the game, and you know, that's all I need really, just to see it firsthand. For sure. Now, man, we appreciate you coming through, man. Got your bodyguards with you. I love to see it. I love to see the team camaraderie. Back to you guys.
The bodyguards, too. Do you have bodyguards when you do the interviews?
No. I don't have bodyguards when I do interviews, especially big bodyguards like Anthony Bradford.
All right, man. Can't let the goat go. Got to get him off rhythm here. Lock in.
Second and 9, PJ Walker flings it out.
There it is.
Right,
there it is. Don't let him get him rhythm.
Intended receiver Cody White.
All right, 3rd and 9.
On the coverage there for the Cleveland Browns.
It's time to lock in.
Wide receiver
Time to lock in. Come on.
earlier tonight.
Lock in, Chad.
DK Metcalf.
Lock in.
Guys.
3rd and 9. Time to lock in. 3rd and 9. The Browns are down 8 points. It's a 1 possession game. Lock in.
Already tonight.
Lock in.
That's right. There's an explosive threat on the outside. I know he wants his touchdown back.
Lock in.
Touchdown reception called back because of a penalty on one of his teammates. Here we go, 3rd and 9. Bobby Lewis, the running back right now for Seattle.
Too much time.
Gets it to him. Bobby, eyes on the sticks. He's going to be real close. Needed to get
Down.
to the
Short.
49-yard line.
Down.
Khalifa Lawson on the tackle for Cleveland. That's where they spotted him.
Spot him right here.
2 yards short.
Route
We're going to have to go for it.
from Kobe Lewis as he races to try to get that first down.
Good
He
hit.
got it. Yeah, let's see exactly where he went out at. Oh, ball down right there. That might be on the mark. That looks like a bad spot.
Putting it at the 50.
All right, lock in.
That's a bad
Timeout. It is loud here, Lumen, like it always seems to be.
Yeah, they're doing the wave, Kate. When they do the wave, it gets exciting in here.
It's loud. And the Browns are challenging this spot. I'm trying a little bit.
The Browns? No, that's got to be a
Yeah,
Seahawks.
that's gotta be.
Yeah, that's a Seahawks.
There we go. It's preseason for everybody.
Yes.
Y'all challenging shit in the preseason?
All right, so the Seahawks, that makes a lot more sense, challenging this spot. And we'll have the results of the challenge after these messages.
My bad.
Miami Mark says, make sure y'all hit that like button. I agree. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Please hit the like button. Yeah, we need to get this ball back, man. The Browns are going to have limited chances. You can't keep giving PJ Walker back the ball in the fourth quarter of a preseason game and think that's going to end well for you. You just can't do it. That's not an option here. I mean, it's going to end very predictably. So, got to get this ball, got to score, got to get the 2-point conversion. How is there still a quarter left in this game? Time flies. Time flies. Anybody else just get a blue screen? I don't know what the hell just happened here. I just got a blue screen. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, no overtime and you got to win it in regulation here. This is the longest commercial break I've ever experienced for a preseason game. Dude, one time I got this bug on Sunday Ticket where it was just giving me like commercials on a game. It was like a Steelers game that I was trying to watch. It just gave me commercials for like 30 minutes. I was just sitting there like, there's no shot this game's still on commercial.
No, you're going into not for you guys.
Comes over, drinks a couple of beers. Yeah, we might be. So, Seahawks will punt. This is Michael Dixon.
Oh, he didn't touch it.
Ball will bounce into the end zone. Move on with that. It'll be Browns football when we come back. 34-26.
Nah, they want to add again? How? How do y'all still got commercials left for a preseason game? They keeping this in suspense because they know the pressure of this moment, and they milking it. Okay, they didn't go to commercial.
So it goes. We'll start this drive at the 20-yard line. And Michael Robinson, like, now you have so much time to talk because my face gone.
Oh, man. I tell you one thing, though. Mike B is one of the greatest human beings I've ever come in contact with. He was an awesome teammate. And again, I always say, superstars like Mike B, he still picks up the phone for little old Mike Rob.
I don't know about little old Mike Rob anything, but Jacob Saylor's there running for the Browns. They're Levelston. Chico Connell on the tackle to the seat.
When I'm out the market, I can't watch the game. Q is the go-to. Keep up with the grind like your work. Go Browns. Appreciate it, does it?
Dropping back in coverage. You can see where's the green dot. He calls the defensive plays. Big-time leader for the Seahawks backup unit.
Even though this is the final quarter of the preseason, a lot of these guys out on the field right now for both teams, fighting for their NFL lives. That's coming up Tuesday afternoon. That means 90s down to 53.
Big run.
Sailors, big hole once again, close to the 30-yard line, which is where he needed to get to move
Gotta
the
feed him.
sticks. And once again,
Gotta
with
feed the
50,
beast.
Patrick O'Connell there.
Gotta feed the
Yeah,
beast.
You see the Seahawks defense oftentimes.
Gotta feed the beast.
They're in nickel personnel. Again, after the motion, you get the nickel.
I'm glad the NFL doesn't do Pac-12 game slots. This shit is horrible.
Comes back to the
It's
small
tough.
player. You see it right there. That's why a guy like Devin Witherspoon is so important to the Seahawks defense.
He's in it running back. They give it to him, and he is stood up right at the line to gain. Let's see where they spot this one.
Patrick O'Connell, did you see that play?
This series has belonged to number 50.
This guy's all over it. The initial surge from the offensive line, that's close. That's right on that line.
He got it.
That's the closest one we've had tonight, Mike Brown.
Yeah, that's really
Where's the ball? They're gonna say it's 4th down.
Okay. Well, we know both coaches want to have as many opportunities in this preseason to work on as many different things as they can.
Kevin, I will literally flip on you if you decide to challenge this.
Linebackers get great work in these situations. Let's see who wins the line of scrimmage.
Formation.
Easy money. Easy money.
Who skips his way out
There it
first
is.
down. Great play design for the Browns on that 4th down.
Tremendous play design.
I didn't even stand up and lock in for that because I knew it was happening. Come on now.
Yeah, we used to call it right there. Just get Mike Brown out in the flat right there. I scored against the Washington Commanders in the playoffs on this play right here. Love it. I hate it for this situation for my Seahawks, but at the end of the day, love that fullbacks get a little love.
Not enough fullbacks in the NFL anymore. Is there, Mike Brown?
No, definitely not. Steinberg.
Tyler Huntley. Underneath. He didn't get his hands under. They're going to say no. Incomplete pass. A little too low that time. He's looking for Mike Woods, who already has a touchdown in this second half. High scoring affair tonight here in Seattle.
Yeah, a little bit off with the throw from Tyler Huntley and a little bit of a hard throw from Tyler Huntley. I always tell young quarterbacks,
All right.
because I played receiver too.
2nd and 10 here.
There's two elements to throwing and catching. There's a throw, but there's also a catch. You got to make the ball catch.
10 minutes to go. 2nd and 10.
Oh.
Right over the middle.
Good catch.
He's caught
3rd and 3.
by rookie tight end Trayton Welch. Patrick O'Connell will open him up.
Ball placement by Tyler Huntley right there. There's a little bit of a blitz, a little safety, strong side linebacker, a safety blitz. Patrick O'Connell in rotation back to the tight end. Tyler Huntley did a great job throwing his receiver
Let's get it.
from the defender. But like you said earlier, Patrick O'Connell has been all over the field on this drive.
Hey, it's 2 down territory for the rest of the day.
To the Seahawks 48. For all the Browns.
Run it.
Drives at the pace of Woods. Incomplete. Didn't give him a chance. Let's see what the Browns do on this 4th down play.
You see Tyler Huntley laughing there right there. You see Woods didn't even cross the face of the defender to get in there for the slant. Looks like the Seahawks defense understood exactly what play was coming up, and they played the sticks.
Looks like Stefanski and the Browns going for it once again. Why not?
Let's see what we got. Let's see if we got any 4th down and 3 play.
Let's get it. Get set. Get set. Get set. Didn't get set. Didn't get set. Now you're giving the ball back to the goal on the 35, man.
For the Seahawks defense.
Great play by Jamie Sheriff. This guy's one of the most slippery guys or pass rushers that this Seahawks defense has.
Buy one, get one. For this, for that. Buy one, get one. Buy one, get one. So when you buy one for this, you get one for that. With Publix photos on Instacart, when you buy one, you get one. For this, 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 and yeah, even that. Instacart and Publix.
That was a good run. It was a good run, fellas. Fellas and ladies. It's a good run. Hey, no, I'm gonna be honest with you though. I do think Tyler Huntley still makes the practice squad. See how this finishes out.
Is presented by Washington Lottery. Find your inner boom with Seahawks Thrash. Play today for your chance to win $50,000 or a Legends Weekend game day experience. Cam Chancellor and Richard Sherman. No doubt those former Seahawks pumping their fish after that fourth down stop by Jamie Sheriff. And the Hawks, I'm happy about that one. Great play by the former Washington Husky Jeremiah Martin there on the tackle.
Yeah, you might want to block the big dog number 60 coming off the edge right there. You might want to block him. You just don't want to leave him unblocked.
Good shit, Jeremiah Martin. This is the second TFL.
Tyler maybe was supposed to kind of kick him out.
Before we go in this preseason finale, between the Hawks.
We need an interception, man. We're in zone.
Let's complete South Weston Jr. with a reception in this second highest scoring game of the entire preseason. Only the week one game between the Broncos and Colts ended 34-30 Denver.
Yeah, they're getting after it tonight. I love this kid, South Winston Jr. Again, when he's running his route, quiet at the top of the route, soft, big hands, and this kid has movement skills with the best of them.
Touchdown last week for Tennessee. Washington State Cougar. City College of San Francisco before that. Make this 53. On throw behind him. So we're at a fourth down.
Are we gonna kick it?
Right there.
We gotta go for it.
Again, don't put the ball in harm's way. Got a great kicker from Jason Myers. He can hit from this.
Yeah, see the frustration of Cougar there.
Yeah. Because again, Jay doesn't know when the next time he's going to be in a real game and in real game situations. So it's definitely a big opportunity for him.
There's already with a 58-yarder and a 47-yarder tonight. One from 51.
I should have taught my kids to kick.
Damn.
10, 15, maybe 20 Jason Myers.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna start recording something for the main channel here. So if I'm not reacting to your super chats, that is why. If you're watching this in the future, the Browns preseason is over. And we're here to talk about what happened in week 3 of the Browns preseason game versus the Seattle Seahawks. Now let's address the elephant in the room. It was kind of a bait and switch, right? We were told that the Browns were going to be playing starters in this game. And they did play some starters in this game. I counted like 5 real starters that played. I know some people count like Devin Bush as a starter or like Justin Hardy as a starter. I counted 5 actual starters, right? 3 offensive linemen, the center, the right guard, the right tackle. And then Grant Delpit. And I think Juan Thornhill played a little bit. Maybe Juan Thornhill played a little bit. Outside of that, no other starters played. We thought starters were playing. They did not. We thought Deshaun Watson was going to play. He did not. They had a last-minute change of heart. For whatever reason, maybe it was injury concerns. And they pulled a lot of the guys that you thought would play. Jerry Jeudy didn't play. I think Elijah Moore did play. But Jerry Jeudy didn't. Obviously, Amari Cooper, David Njoku, all those guys did not play. So you didn't get a chance to see Deshaun Watson. You did get an extended look at Jameis Winston. You got a good look at DTR. And we're going to talk about what we felt from those players. But it was disappointing that you didn't get a look at any semblance of the Browns' first team so far in the preseason. But I do walk away from this game encouraged. Much more so than I think I've been with any of these preseason games or with camp so far. I walk away encouraged by the bones of the offense that we were able to see. When Jameis Winston was out there, his first drive was against the starting defensive unit of the Seattle Seahawks. That drive went just about as good as you would expect, right? They really did a good job of pressuring the left side of the Browns offensive line, which did not have starters in. They were playing Jermaine Ifedi and Zach Zinter, and Zach Zinter gave up a couple pressures that turned into sacks. Pretty predictable. I also think Zach Zinter got a penalty that set him behind the sticks on one of these drives as well. Wasn't a great day for him, but yeah, the Browns' second unit did not look good against the Seahawks first unit. I don't find that to be very surprising. The Browns defense, which again did not play that many starters, gave up a couple big plays versus the Seahawks first team, and the Seahawks scored a touchdown. Not really overly concerned. The big play was on Khalif Elise on a slot fade on cover 1. We've been there before. That just is what it is. When it's Khalif Elise, and I believe the touchdown was given up on somebody who, I think it was Justin Hardy that gave up the touchdown. Either way, not overly concerned about the Browns giving up a touchdown or anything. Again, it's not like the ones played or even close to the ones played. But what I am encouraged by is what we saw after those first 2 drives. After those first 2 drives, Jameis Winston had a nice drive that got all the way down to the 20 on some of Seattle's starters with the second team, which was very encouraging. The Browns were able to get a chunk play to Cedric Tillman, and Cedric Tillman did look very good in this game, which was encouraging. And then the Browns were able to almost put points, but you know how it is in the preseason. Kevin Stefanski likes to go for it. So they didn't end up putting up points, but if it were a regular season game, Kevin would have likely taken the points in that situation. Then DTR got out there with Jamari Thrash. And it goes without saying, Jamari Thrash is probably the player of this preseason. Like, I think he is the star of this preseason for this year. He played pretty well. Another thing that happened in Jameis's drive and that happened for pretty much the rest of the game was that the Browns were pretty consistently able to get 3 to 4 yards on a run at will. It's one of the biggest things I want to see the Browns do. They were able to do it at a pretty high level. Also, in that first half, when you had Jameis out there and you had DTR out there, no turnovers. I don't think the Browns they haven't played a first team. I don't think the Browns have really turned the ball much over when they had DTR out there. So good on DTR for not turning the ball over. But overall, haven't had a ton of turnovers in the preseason. Again, it's the preseason. Doesn't really mean much, but it's just nice to see after how much this team struggled with the turnovers last year. DTR goes out there with Jamari Thrash, and you're seeing more chunk plays. You're seeing them able to get 20 yards on a pop. You're seeing them able to run the ball pretty consistently at will. You're seeing Jamari Thrash get wide open down the field and DTR throw him a nice deep ball. And what I saw from DTR in this game was some of the most encouraging stuff that I've seen from DTR in his career so far. So much so that I have to say that I have been moved again by DTR. And if you follow me on this channel, I have gone up and down with DTR. I thought people were kind of overrating him and getting overly excited about him during his preseason run. Then he played, and I thought, hey, there's some potential there, and I think there was something to dig out of there. Then I rewatched what he did this year, and then I wasn't sold on it. And now I'm seeing him in the preseason, and a lot of the issues that I had with DTR stem from his inability to throw the ball downfield. I had a cut up in one of my videos about DTR, I think it was in the Denver game, of DTR trying to throw the ball downfield 40 yards and how much effort he had to put into the throw to get it 40 yards downfield. And then like had it cut up next to PJ Walker, and it was laughable how much easier it was for PJ Walker to get the ball downfield than DTR. It was laughable. Absolutely laughable how easy it was. But that was the case. That was what was going on with DTR. That was how difficult it was for DTR to get the ball downfield. What I've seen from DTR this preseason is somebody who has clearly, obviously, and definitively improved in his ability to throw the ball downfield. My biggest gripe with DTR is that he could throw the ball really hard, but he can't seem to translate that to downfield throwing power. What I saw in this game was legitimate downfield throwing power with touch and accuracy downfield. I mean, this is a world of difference. Now, look, he was abysmal last year throwing the ball downfield. He is no longer abysmal. He has made a leap there where I'm like, I'll watch him in the preseason, and it's not the same as the regular season, right? It wouldn't look as good against starters. When I watch him in the preseason this year, and I'm like, okay, he's significantly better at throwing that ball downfield. Now, I don't know why that is. It looks like he's gotten a little bit stronger over the offseason. Maybe that's been the case. Maybe he's worked on some technique, some stretching. I don't know. But he seemed to have figured something out to where he can get that ball downfield with significantly less effort than it took for him to get the ball downfield earlier. I'm moved by this. Now, the one area where DTR does need to improve is he speeds himself up too much. Because he's a great athlete, because he's so capable of moving so quickly, sometimes I think DTR makes the mistake of trying to move too quickly. There's a lot of times where I watch DTR and I think to myself, man, he just needs to give himself half a beat. Like, he's rushing, he's pressing, he knows they're blitzing, he wants to get rid of the ball quickly, and he does get rid of the ball quickly, but he's in such a rush that he rushes his mechanics and he ends up throwing a bad football. I don't think that has to be the case for DTR. I think he can slow himself down, be a little bit more confident, know that he has that extra quarter second to set his feet and get that ball out, and he could be a better player. If he gets to that point of comfort, then you're really talking about somebody who could replace Jameis Winston as the backup quarterback, and also somebody who, you know, who knows down the line, maybe for the Browns, maybe for somebody else, could push for a starting job depending on the situation. I'm impressed with what I've seen from DTR, and as somebody who would have been okay with trading him for like a fifth and some change, I'm moved to the corner of, nah, I'm fine. I'm just gonna keep DTR. I'll see what he is next year, right? But I'm gonna keep DTR. So good on DTR. Thought he's had a great preseason. He's deserved that. Jamari Thrash, Feel like he's been the star of the preseason. Every preseason game, we've been talking about Jamari Thrash. I like him. I liked him when I watched him in the Senior Bowl. I liked him when I saw him at Georgia State. I liked him when I see him in Cleveland. I think there's a good player there. Now, how good? I don't want to get carried away. I know a lot of times we get carried away with young players and we think they're going to be the best possible version of whatever player they resemble. But I think there's a good player there. I think after this year, next year, he could challenge for the spot that Elijah Moore has on the roster. I think there is some limited use for him this year, which is very good for a 5th-round pick. I think there's a real player there. I like Jamari Thrash. I like him a lot. So, super excited to see him playing well. Super excited for Cedric Tillman. Now, the big test for Cedric Tillman is going to be in games. The quarterback's going to be making adjustments. He's going to be relying on you to be where you're supposed to be. That's the stuff with Cedric Tillman that you're not going to see until the regular season. But what I've seen in the preseason has been pretty encouraging for Cedric Tillman. You would expect it. He was pretty impressive last year in the preseason, but still, got to point it out when it's there. He's been pretty impressive so far this preseason. But overall, from what I saw in this game, I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged that the Browns' offensive line held up significantly better than they did last year. Not last year, last week. I'm encouraged that the Browns' run game had life to it. I'm encouraged at how the passing game looked, both from a structural standpoint and the type of formations they were going out there and the type of plays they were going out there with, and from the execution standpoint. I'm impressed and encouraged with the lack of procedural penalties that the Browns were getting from especially non-rookies or any of the starters. I'm encouraged. I like what I saw. If this is the closest to a real preview of this Browns team that we're going to get, this is a good football team. Now, again, a lot of the players who make this a good football team aren't playing right now in the preseason. And the Browns have made it known that they expect to have a few players back. I believe one of those players plays tackle. Also, somebody else is in that mix. So the Browns will have some starters back to come back versus the Dallas Cowboys, who are going through their own issues at this point. You know, Deron Bland, I believe he just got announced as out for the first 8 weeks of the season. I think this Browns team, if this defense starts as good as I think they will be, and I think they will, and again, in the preseason, we saw, 35 players benched the first game, 39 the second game, and this week, I think the Browns sat 30 players. So we haven't got a real glimpse of this first team. We've seen some of it, but we haven't seen a real glimpse of it. I think once we see that starting unit, we're going to really be encouraged because we're going to remember how good this team is. But even this, from watching this, from getting a little bit more of the starters out there, I'm pretty encouraged with what I have seen from this game in the Cleveland Browns. And it's not just this game that makes me encouraged. The bulk of what makes me encouraged is what the Browns accomplished last year. That is the bulk, the basis, and why everybody should be excited about this team is what they were able to accomplish last year, especially defensively. And the fact that they're returning a lot of those players. But I'm encouraged. I know a lot of people had bad vibes. I felt the bad vibes coming in. I feel much better. You know, I made the joke in one of my videos. All it's going to take is like a 40-yard Jamari Thrash touchdown or something like that, and we're going to be all right. And that touchdown happened, and I've been feeling all right since. Now the Browns prepare to go and play the Dallas Cowboys. I'm excited. I like the Browns' chances in that game. If this offense looks from a structural standpoint how they look today, with some more wrinkles, because obviously, against the Dallas Cowboys with Deshaun Watson, I'm excited to see what that looks like. I know a lot of people are down on Deshaun because they haven't been able to see him. But I would not be ready to close the door on him. I think there is a good chance that he could put together a really solid season for this team, if not a great season for this team. If this offensive line holds up, if this run game is there. We know that Deontay Foreman did leave this game with an injury, but he was apparently fine on the sidelines after the injury. So seems like no big deal there. We'll find out tomorrow. I'm encouraged with where this team is, and I'm excited about the next 2 weeks. And I got a ton of stuff planned, ton of different variety of things planned. We're going to talk about it all. Game plan for the week 1, some history of the Browns. So make sure you're locked in. Make sure you subscribe. But that's all I got about my reaction to this game. Y'all hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Have an even better night. Peace. All right, chat. I'm back. Did I miss any super chats? I had to record for the main channel. Did I miss any super chats? I don't think I did. We got a minute 30 left down, what, 11? Go out swinging, Tyler. Go out swinging.
Again. Gets it down to the 25-yard line. And we're under a minute now in this preseason finale.
Patrick O'Connell, he's competing until that last whistle is blown. These guys were out here fighting for jobs, not just for the Seattle Seahawks, but for all 31 other NFL teams.
30 seconds to go here. One is drops. Sure, the receiver had to jump that time. But he did. Willie Roberts in coverage for the Seahawks. 24 seconds to play.
Seems like the Seahawks defense not trying to give up the touchdown. They're keeping things in front of them. They understand that the Browns probably going to continue to try to go for a touchdown. Field goal means nothing. Just want to finish this game.
And from the 30. That's away from one defender. It's out to his tight end. Gets out of bounds, able to stop the clock. 17 seconds to play tonight.
17 seconds to play. See if this Seahawks defense can force a turnover, do something to finish this game on a high note.
Third down. And 9 to go for Cleveland. Sideline, Cox by Crochet. Steps out of bounds at the 15. 13 seconds left.
Tyler Huntley's doing a fantastic job of working the sidelines. Just every pass is toward the sideline so that the receivers can get out of bounds, save the timeouts. Getting good work in 2-minute offense. Seahawks defense been bending all day. Haven't really broken much. And that two safety high structure. Let's see what Mike McDonald has in store these last couple of plays.
Way to the left side, and that is Cox. Did he get both of his feet in? He did. Beautiful by Mike Walters. Touchdown tonight.
It was a big time catch, a huge throw. The defense was there.
Nice catch by Mike.
I mean, that's just not a lot of space to fit that football. E. Williams doing a good job trying to play the hands of the receiver.
One.
He just goes up, catches the
2.
ball. And yeah, that's in. Yeah, that's 6.
Beautiful from the second-year player out of Oklahoma. Tore the Achilles last year, went on injured reserve. He's looked spectacular tonight. It's Saversick for the extra point. Saversick bangs it through. Highest scoring game of this NFL preseason, Mike Rob. We haven't done that.
Do you think we get an onside? This will be the first onside. They're down. They're meeting the requirements. They're down.
See?
And you have to declare that you're doing an onside. I would love to see this right now. Oh, they're not doing it. Oh, come on. The best game. We need to work. Kevin's like, I'm just trying to get out of here, get on this plane. No injuries. Let's get to the regular season.
Yeah, it was already going to be a late night for the Browns. And this one's going on tonight out here on the West Coast.
Yes, it did.
A lot of teaching take from both teams. A lot of great film from guys on both sides, whether they make their 53s or not.
Yeah, a lot of great film, and I tell you one thing: both teams and players.
I do not blame Kevin Stefanski at all for being like, "Hey, bruh, it's time to go home." Because I don't know about y'all, but it's 1:17 in the morning. It's time to go home. The club is literally about to close in Cleveland in 40 minutes, and they playing football. Nah, dog, it's time to go home. It is time to go home. The lights are about to come on at the club, bruh. It's time to go home. Yeah. Hey, no injuries. Get healthy. Play Dallas. Win. It's win.
Some penalties here and there, but the first team offense looked great. The first team defense that came out, got after it, got sacks. I think this team is.
So that is it. Browns final 33-37. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's exactly what we needed, man. This preseason has been so absent of any fun, and we got all the fun we could want tacked in to the final preseason game. Like, that was like 3 preseason games worth of fun right there. I like it. I'm glad we had the fun. I'm glad that that was at least entertaining and worth watching at 10 o'clock in the morning, or 10 o'clock at night, to 1:30 in the morning. I'm pretty happy with what I saw today. Yeah, this didn't feel like a waste of time, to be honest with you. Like, it felt like it was fun. I came from the Florida A&M Norfolk State game. I was worried I was going to feel like I wasted all my time watching this game. But nah, man. Turned out pretty good. Got to see the halftime show. Came back in time for the stream. Had fun watching this game. Pretty good night. Pretty good night for me. I don't know about y'all, but I had a good night. Seems like a lot of y'all in the chat had a good night too. Let me know, man. Did y'all have a good day? I had a pretty damn good day. The vibes are back for me. Ray Rag says Kevin was like, nah, man, I need to go back to Cleveland. We have roster cuts essentially the second we land back in Cleveland. Let's get this over with. Yeah, man, Kevin Stefanski has a 4-hour flight. Bro, they're not going to get back in Cleveland till like 6 in the morning. And then some of these dudes about to get calls about losing a roster spot. Crazy. Crazy. It's a crazy, nasty turnaround, man. Oh yeah, the vibes are back. I'm feeling vivacious. I feel great. Jonathan, you get a better recap when the NFL about to upload them highlights in like 1 hour. You're gonna get a better recap than what you're gonna get from me. Appreciate you though for being here. But recapping ain't really what I'm bringing to the table. All right. Well, let me wrap up stream real quick, y'all. You know, I appreciate every single one of y'all. Hold on, let me detach. I want to check the chat. You know what I mean? It's been a while since I've been standing to you because I don't have the camera rig that stands up anymore. But I want to check the chat, man. Really had 500 people solid throughout this whole stream. It's 2 o'clock in the morning almost, you know, so I appreciate every single one of y'all showing love. Hopefully all of you guys are subscribed. But appreciate y'all, man. It's been an up and down preseason. We've talked about, are the vibes good or the vibes not? You know, we feel a lot of different ways about the season, but it's important to remember that, one, this Browns team was very good last year with a lot of injuries, and two, we should enjoy this period of time while the Browns are a good team. a fun team. Doesn't mean everything that you talk about with the Browns is fun. Obviously, we know that. But still, there's room for criticism. There's room for fun. There's room for cynicism. You know, have a great day. Be nice to your neighbors. Be nice to your friends. Be nice to the people who disagree with you online. You know, I try to be nicer. But y'all have a great day. Have an even better night.